Conscripted by a secret organization, a group of strangers is loaded into experimental metapods, hurtling their souls across dimensions and into unsuspecting avatars. With each trip across reality, these newly minted metapilots gain access to unique powers and abilities, slowly transforming them into true masters of the Metaverse.
Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Control them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice, bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse.
Hi chat, welcome back. So it is 6 p.m. on Monday evening on Hyper RPG, which means that we are getting ready to do Masters of the Metaverse, which is this awesome, fun sci-fi matchup show that we do, this comedy RPG where we in the cast and you in chat get to put our forces together and see what kind of chaos we can create. And we have learned over the years, well, months, the episodes, we've learned that we can create a lot of chaos with our powers combined. So, the basic concept is that everyone in the show is portraying a meta pilot who inserts themselves into another personality in another reality through a whole bunch of technological yada yada yada. And while they are there, they are able to access abilities and powers that their pilot identity and their avatar identity both have. And you in chat have a huge amount of influence on how much they can access one side or the other based on these lovely sliders that are in front of them, showing where they are on the balance between pilot and avatar. So before we jump into the show and recap what happened last week, where we are, and justify how I've managed to have yet another cast change from one week to the other, yay! Let's introduce the cast first. If you would be so kind, Mr. Sean Franklin, introduce yourself and your pilot identity.
I am Sean Franklin, you're correct about that. My character is Mr. John Stone. Former SWAT officer John Stone, current badass John Stone. Doesn't look particularly like this, but it matches my skin tone most nearly, so that's the one I have.
We aim to please, Sean. That's, you know, it's the beauty of having no budget.
That's it.
Yeah. It's true.
Mags.
I'm Maggie Ferguson Wagstaff, and my pilot is Rosie Harvin, who is the Rootin' Tootin' Rodeo Wrangler. Yeehaw! Yeehaw, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm Sarah Sanders Odie. I am playing Jenica Clarkson. She is a prison psychiatrist, and yeah, that's what she's doing.
And my name is Ben Dobbins. I'm playing Scott Thompson, professor of science, all the science.
All of it.
And I'm currently inhabiting a sacrificial vessel. Avatar known as Sylvester the Showman Atkinson, who will definitely survive throughout the night.
It's so sad. I like Sylvester. I was hoping he would make it. It's kind of like, I feel like whoever, you know,
maybe chat will.
It's like a black spot, you know.
Maybe chat will move us around and then he'll kill somebody else.
That's true. We'll see what happens. Last week on Masters of the Metaverse. Oh, and my name's Chris Odie, and I'm the GM. Hi. So last week on Masters of the Metaverse, fleeing the chaos of the alien cetacean invasion.
Cetacean?
Cetacean invasion.
Like a dolphin.
I don't know what a cetacean is.
The metapilots escaped the Puget Sound combat zone and sought refuge in the rural community of Monroe, Washington. Shelter was found on a farm/compound owned by the Reynolds family, who can best be described as people who like to be prepared for things. Upon arriving at the farm, the team celebrated their escape with a round of cocktails, failing to notice their bartender's unintentional use of wood alcohol in their drinks. But hey, it made for some wonderful group hallucinations. And yes, I saw that question in chat. There is an explanation for why they hallucinated as a group. We will totally justify that tonight as well. Upon regaining lucidity, the team took stock of their new abode, only to accidentally stumble across a horrible secret. The Reynolds are actually working with the alien invaders. We begin in an underground bunker at the Reynolds compound as Gus and Nadine Reynolds, the family patriarch and matriarch, stare down the team following the discovery of their treachery. Not your treachery, the treachery of the Reynoldses against all of humanity.
Yes.
So, having said that, roll initiative.
Who am I?
Roll initiative.
Okay.
2D.
I have no idea how to roll initiative.
Just roll
2d12.
2d12.
And then add the DCV.
ACV. Yeah.
ACV, sorry.
21.
24.
19.
I would love if I get to act first and have no idea who I am.
I would too. 19,
21.
John.
19, yes.
I am indeed first.
21 for Rosie. Awesome. Wait, if you're gonna roll d12s, I should roll d12s. Charlie, it really doesn't matter.
Oh, because we're here on this place.
No.
No, initiative's always
initiative's
Oh,
Yeah, we needed something just simple to use, so that made it simple.
I read the manual.
You lying sack of...
There is no manual to read, so you're fine.
No, there is. If you go to Drive-Thru RPG, you can check out the entire PDF of Tristat DX for free.
Does it say the thing about initiative and D12s?
I don't know. I haven't read the manual.
What?
I have read it at one point, once, maybe even twice. So, yeah, actually, Jenica, you managed to go first. So here's what happens as as things begin. The four of you had not been the four of you. Aquamarine was here last week, and as you guys had stumbled across this alien communications center that the Reynolds family is operating out of. And they have turned to see you. The whole time that you were walking through this compound bunker, getting downstairs, Aquamarine kept kind of twitching off and on. It just seemed like something was bothering her. And once you reach the bottom of the stairwell, yes, there's a little bit of retconning, but that's how this works when someone calls in sick. She all of a sudden, her avatar clutched her head briefly, and when you looked over, you realized that there was no one there other than whoever the heck she was last controlling.
Was she still Samantha?
She was Debbie. She was Debbie Callahan,
Oh, that's
the
right.
aerobics
She was Debbie.
instructor. Now, this was unfortunate because, there was then just the three of you. However, through the magic of MacGuffins, if you could please roll a d12.
Happy to. 8.
So you're 8.
Fantastic.
I'm Kevin. I'm a video store clerk / dealer. Does
Yes.
that mean drug dealer or
Yes,
just
Kevin
dealer?
deals drugs on the sides.
Okay.
You shouldn't announce that.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
So the drug dealer is going to go first.
Yes, he is. So the group of you, it turned out that Kevin did come along with the other four of you. There were 5 of you that decided to go explore downstairs. The other members of the jury pool are still upstairs because that's more convenient for me.
Okay.
Also, we're all armed, Sarah.
I heard about
Yes, you are
that.
armed with a pistol. And I
Right.
believe Kevin actually has some pistol
Kevin
skills
does.
from his life on the streets.
Yes. So
He does.
I got some stuff. I want to.
So you see standing before you the patriarch and matriarch of the Reynolds family, Nadine. Nadine and Gus. And they are just staring at you with hatred in their eyes, wanting to act, and yet having fumbled their initiative, they will have to wait for quite a while. And so they are just kind of bouncing back and forth, Final Fantasy style, getting ready to charge you.
So I shoot them.
Is that you say nothing? You just appear and take a shot?
I clearly am in combat. I know her. I look at her.
They're doing the combat move.
If you look
It's
at me, I'm going to
clear.
say shoot him in the knee.
Okay, I look at her, kind of like, and then she says shoot him in the knee, so I'm going to shoot him in the knee.
Sounds good to me. Give me a shot.
And I'm the sociopath?
I don't want to kill him. I want to get information.
It does not make that.
You didn't make that roll?
No.
Okay, so
They dodged.
Jenica,
They're bouncing.
Jenica
Final Fantasy
having
style.
dropped into the body of Kevin, this 21-year-old video store clerk / drug dealer on the side, her immediate action is to take stock of the situation, nod her head at Rosie, pull out a pistol, and fire off, and the shot goes wide.
Okay.
So the Reynoldses are totally okay. But that would then take us to Scott and to Rosie, who are next in initiative.
You can go first, Ben.
You're so kind. As a scientist inhabiting the body of a large semi-pro wrestler, I feel like the only appropriate option here is to hurl myself at the two of them and attempt a super cool wrestling slam to land them both on
On
the
both
ground.
of them, like a coconut?
Oh yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you would like to team up, we could do Rosie being someone who grew up with boys.
Yeah.
And the rodeo world, which is connected. I mean, she watched wrestling a lot.
You understand entertainment.
We could do a tag team move.
Yeah, let's tag team them.
Oh, I want to see this.
We could both like super kick, do a double super kick, and hit both of them.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what you want.
No, I like a double super kick.
Or we could.
Oh, Kevin, there you are. You were supposed to cover the opening shift today.
Yeah, my bad.
Now I have to give Dante to do it, and he wasn't supposed to be there today.
He wasn't.
Sigh. Oh well, we'll work it out. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Nice job, chat.
Thank you. So yeah, we'll combine attacks. We'll both run up and do a kind of like cool tag
Awesome.
team.
Give me, go ahead and give me your unarmed attack roll based on whichever side of the spectrum you want to be on. And in this case, give yourself a 2-point bonus to your roll.
An unarmed
since you
attack?
are working together on this. Yes,
And
unarmed
these are
attack.
D12s, yes?
Yes, because you don't.
For where you are right
2-point
now,
bonus, okay.
D12s.
Oh, using Rosie's, it's way better.
With a 2-point bonus.
I succeeded by 4.
Oh, if he succeeded, then I'm using the meta point.
Okay.
So I can roll 10s.
How meta of you? I like it.
Thank you for the meta point. Oh, no, I did not Dolph Ziggler super kick this. This is a fail.
Oh, but I super kicked the crap
Even
out
with a
of
2-point bonus. Oh, but I have a 5-point that I can use. We're just gonna use it right off the bat.
Okay,
so then I'll
sounds good.
succeed.
it. Oh yeah, that's great.
I'm right on the money at
And
10.
We're so cool.
They have not acted yet, so they do not have really a chance to make a defensive check. So the two of you, the idea of this just amuses me greatly. I can't figure out if it's more amusing to picture Kevin and Sylvester working together to go do this
Kevin.
flying double. Excuse me.
This is Linda. She's an ex-military person.
Sylvester and Linda. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
We're just trying to protect them from the crazy person with the gun.
Absolutely. So the two of you,
It's a tackle.
the two of you barrel forward towards the Reynolds, and what was the move again?
Super kick.
Super kick. So is that the one leg extension
it's
kick?
just like a big kick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like at the same time.
Yeah.
I like it. So you come up and you kick them. And how much unarmed damage do you do? Let's see, it's 9 for...
Not only do you kick, but you also slap your thigh, so it sounds a lot more
Yeah.
dramatic.
Thank you, Patreon, for letting me do that to make it work.
Yeah.
So 9 points there, and Rosie, you've got Linda. Or actually, you could use your own damage for that, couldn't you?
I rolled Rosie's unarmed because it was better than Linda.
Okay, give me just 1 second here. Yeah, it should be 10. Okay. Yeah, so you come up and you give a very solid kick to the face to both Gus and to Nadine in beautifully synchronized motion.
Should we knock them over?
Do the kicks knock their heads together because of the inertia?
They don't knock their heads together.
That'd be awesome.
It would.
But have we protected them successfully from the person with the gun by knocking them to the ground and out of harm's
Now
way?
they stagger backwards and they hold their chins, but they are still.
They're still standing?
They don't know what's good for them. She
There
has
we
a
go.
gun.
That's impressive.
He has a gun. That person.
John, you are up next.
All right. Well, since we're obviously in fight mode, I'm gonna fight. Why not? So I have melee attack. So I'm going to attempt to attack melee style. They've
Okay.
obviously been compromised by the double super kicks.
Okay.
No one ever sees that coming. So
No. It's
usually
like
just
opening
the
with a
one.
double axe handle. No one ever sees that coming.
I know, right? So let me throw some. Let's see here. Okay. So I got melee attack. I'm gonna go for that.
Okay. So the melee attack means you need to use some sort of weapon, some sort of melee object. Since you are inhabiting Michael, I think it only makes sense that you would probably be using that giant brick of a cell phone that you carry with you. So you
Of course, because with the
It is,
I
it's
pull,
the-
I pull the antenna out, so it's long.
Yeah, so you come up and try to back him upside the head with it.
Yes, that's exactly what I do. Bam. That's a 13, which is exactly 13.
That's what you needed to get?
Yes.
Damn. Oh, because you were rolling on your pilot side.
Yep.
The Dolphin Overlord send a gift to you. Tennis balls and a hashtag triple play.
Ooh, thanks.
Thank you,
Yay!
Chad.
Thank you, Chaz. Is that a QQ brew?
Yeah, it's 15. Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
basically.
Yeah, rename it.
Thank you for the tennis ball joke.
Were you attacking Gus or Nadine?
Gus.
Gus. He definitely doesn't make that defensive check. And yeah, you smack him upside good. Bam! Cracking him with that brick of a phone. Sounds like that.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Now, every time you guys have hit them so far, you have felt like they weren't taking quite as much damage as you felt like they should have been.
Yeah, they didn't fall over when we kicked them. I mean,
I'm a big guy.
yeah.
You are.
Well, this body is anyway.
Yeah.
You are. So, having been shot at and kicked and now hit with a brick phone, Gus and Nadine, since 3 of you are so close to them right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5.
You're the
two of
biggest.
them decide to focus on Sylvester because you are this big hulking, well, not Hulk because that would be a different wrestler, but you are this big hulking brute of a man, and the two of them reach towards you simultaneously. And if I can get 2 defensive checks from you, please. So that is going to be roll against your DCV.
So you roll against that or whoever's you are.
So I roll twice.
Yep.
No, just once.
Oh, just once?
Well, roll once, and then you'll need to do another roll.
Oh,
Because he only has the one
So if I have a DCV of 6 and I rolled a 7, what does that mean?
Yeah.
that you missed.
No, good, but we do have a cheat code.
It means that you could burn that, and you could make
And
your
you can
defensive
make your
check.
defensive check.
That would be a great
Do
idea.
Okay, I'll burn a cheat code.
Sweet.
Thank you, Chad.
So then I need you to do one more defensive check, please, and take a 4-point penalty
So
on
now
it.
you need a 2.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, but you need to roll it again.
No,
I just rolled it.
he just
So he
rolled
just
it.
rolled.
I thought you had to roll 2 d12s.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you only rolled 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, so I need to roll it a second.
Pilots could use a hash cheat code to even
2 and a 2.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
What was it total?
4.
4. So you missed it by
2.
2. Missed it by 6 because of the penalty.
No.
Yeah. So what? Hi, Chad. We've been doing this show for a while. We're still learning.
I haven't been attacked before.
It's true you haven't, but you just did. So Gus missed. The two of them, they are now very ticked off about the situation. Gus leaned forward to try and grab you and failed. He was just so distracted by the kick to the face and the, not boot to the head, but the brick to the head that he took.
Yeah.
But Nadine does manage to get a hold of you and put you in an arm lock.
Okay.
And she does that, giving you 25 points of damage.
That is a beastie headlock.
Yeah, she seems like she's got more strength than you would have expected for someone with her body type.
A mere scratch.
It's true. And that brings us back up to the top. Jenica.
Yes. I shoot again.
Okay. They are all kind of in combat right now, so you're gonna have to.
So I would maybe
You're gonna want
miss.
to aim a
Okay,
little
fine.
bit carefully.
You don't know my pilot, do you? This
I
isn't
don't
personal,
know your
is
pilot.
it?
Don't forget
This
the
feels
armor that you
personal.
had, by the way. So that first hit you took.
Oh, I don't want to use that armor yet.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
so
not
we're in a
yet.
basement,
Yes, basically.
and it's well stocked because these guys are like preppers.
This is like an underground communications room. You don't see a lot of supplies.
But there might be a big CRT monitor.
All right, I just want to pick up something heavy and throw it up, bash somebody's head.
Beat someone with it?
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, there's
I'm heavy.
chairs around.
yeah.
There's
like
there is a fire extinguisher.
that.
Okay.
I want to use that. Do I get a bonus because I have first aid and medical?
To using the fire extinguisher?
Uh-huh.
No. But an excellent try. Welcome back.
All right, so my melee attack is a 7. I need a 7. Is that correct?
Cool.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to use Jenica's because she needs an 8.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so you managed to wrench that fire extinguisher off the wall, but it took you a little bit longer than you were expecting, so you weren't quite ready to take a swing at it this time around. Scott and Rosie, you are up again. Scott, you are currently being grappled by Nadine.
Around the neck.
Oh yeah, she's got you in kind of a
So if I
chokehold.
can do some kind of pull around and then flip over and body slam.
Totally, give me an unarmed attack roll.
Yeah, you got it. Five. Succeeded by a lot.
Awesome. I did not make my defensive check. So you do. You managed to break free, reverse the hold, and you probably said some sort of catchphrase as you did it. What would be a good wrestling catchphrase?
Oh, I don't know his character. I mean,
that's
I gotta
true.
know more about you personally.
He's the showman. He's
Wait, what's his name?
the
He's
showman.
This is
Your fiance came up with that name, so you whatever he would mean by the showman. Sylvester the showman.
But what is the showman? I mean, see, I would need. It's going to take far too long. We should continue with the game.
And frankly,
So you say turnabout's fair play. You wrench her around.
I was gonna say for science because
For science.
Scott has no imagination.
For science.
I like it. Feel the pain for science. And so you do how much damage on your unarmed attack? 9 points of damage. So, yeah, she did not enjoy that.
Was I able to slam her to the ground?
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, I was trying
reverse? Oh, that's right. So you were trying to reverse and yes, you did. You've got her down on the ground. And did you want to break that hold on her, or do you want to continue to try and hold her, pin her down?
Oh, I want to try to pin her down.
Okay, so you can do that on your next action.
Great.
Rosie, you are up.
Great. Are there any sharp objects in the room?
There are plenty of objects that can become sharp.
I'm pretty sharp.
I mean, are there scissors? Or is there a knife? Is there a... or is this room empty?
Give me a 1-die roll against your soul check.
Against my soul?
Yeah.
Which, with a 10, because that's where I'm at? Or,
Yeah, just roll 1 die 10, though.
A soul. Beat it by 2.
Yes, there are some sharp objects. There is a pair of scissors on a nearby desk.
Excellent. I would like to use my basic ability and use a skill that's not on either of my character sheets, which is thrown weapon.
Nice.
And I'd like to call the shot. So because Linda is a nurse, she knows where the
Vitals.
Yeah, she knows where the I can't think of it.
Pressure points?
The thing in the leg, in the leg where you slice it.
Femoral artery.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So she knows where that is. So called shot to open the scissors and throw them, so that they.
Femoral artery. I like it.
Yeah.
On whom?
And I'll get a. You're tangled up, so I don't want to do it with you because.
Instead of throwing it, you could run up and just stab it into her.
Oh, sure, I'll do that.
Because I don't think you've got a melee on either character.
The thrown weapon is not either character sheet, so I get a +3 to my roll.
If you're gonna stab her, try to go for the leg, because I'm afraid if there's a torso, like we're gonna have an alien dolphin bursting out of her or something.
Yeah, I was just trying to use my. But I can just run up and stab.
And I don't want a bloody alien dolphin in my face.
But I mean, you don't. I don't think either you.
Yeah.
I guess what I was trying to get at is Rosie. You'll still get that bonus because neither Rosie nor Linda has melee attack as a skill. I don't think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, great. Well, then that works.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll just run up and stab her in that leg artery,
Cool.
so she can bleed out in 4 minutes or something.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
if she's-
totally be able to interrogate her before she dies.
If she's
Well, I mean, if
There's other family members.
like adrenaline is going, then it's faster.
that's true, but they're also not taking damage. We've noticed they're not taking damage as they should, so we'll see how quickly it happens anyway.
If a dolphin bursts out of her leg, I'm out of here.
That is a 13, and I had to roll against a 10, correct? But my +3 makes that a 10.
You got it right on the bat.
So I got right on the bat.
You went up there to kind of you had to think about it for a bit. She's struggling with Sylvester.
I had to find the right
You want to make sure you
moment.
get this. You're looking back. And you jabbed in there as hard as you could, and yeah, actually you do. You managed to hit that artery, or at least you
And
nick
I
it.
pull it out. I'm not leaving the scissors in.
You don't want to staunch the bleeding. You're
Actually, you know what? No, I'll leave them in for now, in hopes
you.
that maybe.
Yeah.
Possible catchphrases for the showman.
Yay!
Let's bring this curtain down. This is your final curtain call encore or for the arts and science. Hashtag
like
MetaPoint.
that.
Yay! Thank you. Those
That
are
was
really
awesome.
good
That's
ones.
nice. Well played, chat.
So I'll leave the scissors in because then I will not be the murderer. If they choose to pull them out, or I could help them and cure them. I mean, I am a nurse.
She definitely took some damage from that, and she is bleeding, even with the blade still in her leg. And she isn't right now able to grab it easily because she's got Sylvester pinning her down. Scott, you just went. Rosie just went. John, it is on you.
Okay, so I still have my gun.
You do.
So here's what I do. What's her face is on the ground? He's holding her. She's
Yep,
dead.
Nadine's on the ground, and Sylvester is pinning her down.
I go over to her.
Yes.
I point my gun at her head, but I don't shoot at her. I talk to Gus, and I try to intimidate him into giving up, so that, or else I'm going to kill his wife or partner or whoever he really is to her.
Alien lover.
I see what you're saying.
Whatever.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, dang.
Use the triple play so you can roll again.
Oh, is that what
Just roll another one.
So the triple play, you could
Sure.
you could keep that lower number and just re-roll that one.
Sure, I do what she says.
Okay.
Thank you, Chad.
Please be better. Oh, it wasn't better.
All right, then.
These trolls are killing us.
You know, he is so distracted by the brick that hit him in the face that he's still a little stunned and not quite
Hearing
up to speed for what's going on.
Would 5 points help you out there?
No, sir.
You can't,
no.
you can't assist him in this situation. You've already acted.
Oh, is that my special?
Yeah, I know, but you've already acted, so
Got
you
it.
couldn't use it this turn.
Let me go back and fix it and edit.
We need those meta points. We gotta move. There's 2 though.
know.
You guys can.
Are there?
Gotta
It's
go.
all right, though.
There's 2
It's all
points
right,
you can drop.
Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're in a different spot.
It's all right, though. This is still a simple melee. It's 4 against 3.
Welcome back.
4 against 2 will take it.
So, so Gus and Nadine. Nadine is going to try and break free from that hold that Sylvester has on her.
Is she hampered because of her leg wound?
Well, now I'm sorry. Hold on a second. So I couldn't intimidate, but I still have a gun pointed at the girl laying down.
Yeah.
The alien laying down.
Yeah,
So okay.
yeah. You're still in a threatening stance, just no one believes you yet. If it was John Stone, they'd be intimidated, but right now it's being filtered through Michael's body. And remember that Michael is the one who's got the very
broken.
badly wounded thigh, and it's all
Yeah.
gauzed up and clearly on his last leg, no pun intended.
Yeah.
I get it.
It was unintentional. I can't believe I said
Still
that
get
out
it.
loud. But yeah, so Nadine is though going to try and break free. So I need a defensive check from you, Sylvester.
You can either roll against that
Yeah.
or wherever Nadine is. I don't know. Or wherever you are.
Your pilot's gonna be better.
Tied it.
Okay, now when you're rolling, you have to roll 2 of them.
I didn't tie it. No, I failed by 10.
She definitely breaks free and flings you across the side of the room.
This little woman.
Yup.
By the
Something
way,
is, but you know what? At least I know how to
Doing
land.
25 points of damage.
I don't know how to land.
for those who are just joining us, I forgot to mention. So my pilot, John Stone, SWAT officer, but the person that I'm in, my avatar, stockbroker,
Yes.
very heavily wounded stockbroker.
Yes.
Heavily wounded stockbroker.
Yes. And you still have that armor you can use at some point if you want, that overshield, Scott.
Aquamarine Consolidated Materials Enterprises today announces a one-time project with our Good Friends in Heterodynamic Mechanical Systems present a self-winding oscillating lead. Base receiver and emergency contact handset and terminal. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you so
What does that
much.
stand for? That's got to be an
I
acronym
think it was.
something.
Was that
Right.
Vanessa?
Or initial.
Because she did Aquamarine and not Sapphire.
It's an S. Wolbrecht.
Oh, then that's Steve. Hi, Steve.
You know,
Thank you.
Kira Mende did it though.
Oh,
But
Thanks,
Acme,
Kira Mende.
because
Thank you all,
Aquamarine
people.
Consolidated Materials Enterprises, so Acme today announced a one-time project with our good friends in Heterodyne Mechanical Systems, so HMS, but to present a self-winding, oscillating, lead-based receiver and emergency contact headset and terminal. I mean,
That's an S. Wolbrecht.
that's an S. Wolbrecht.
Wolbrecht.
SWOLBRECHT.
that was
I love
a
it.
lot of thought into that.
I love it. Well placed. Well played, Kira Mende. Well played.
Very nice. Thank you.
So you got flung across the room this time. So you've definitely, she's broken free. And Gus is going to charge Michael. So I need a defensive check from you as Gus attempts to grapple with you.
Okay.
It's basically the amount of English coming out of them right now.
Sure.
And every once in a while they start making that sound that I can't make. Thank you.
Yeah, so 12 against my melee defense of 11, but
Okay.
I can 4-point that, bring it down.
There's also a cheat code if you want to save your 4-pointer.
What is it? We can save cheat code for something really important.
This
I
is
still feel like we should be able to take them. There's 4 of us, 2 of them.
We
can
don't
take them.
We don't need buffs to take an older couple who are totally not inhabited by
shouldn't be
alien
able to.
dolphins.
Take the cheat code.
All right, I'll go with the advice of the sage experts here and take the. I'm calling you guys.
Yeah, I
old.
barely made my
am
offensive
old,
checks.
so it's
That
fine.
actually worked out well for you. Normally, yeah, because if I'd beaten my offensive check by more, my attack check by more, it wouldn't have helped you. But I didn't. So, Gus comes running towards you, and you somehow, I think because Michael's so injured, you actually at that moment your leg gives out. So you actually stumbled over to the side just as he charged you. As he goes and gets arms full of nothing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just skitters across the floor for a moment. That brings us back up to Jenica.
Excellent.
And now the two of them are just making that horrible sound over and over again. Yeah, I can't do it.
So he's way across the room now, and he's not near any of my people. Any people that I know are pilots.
Well, I mean, he just took a charge at Michael. So
right, but he like went past him.
He is not grappling or in direct combat with anyone
I'm
right now.
shooting him, and I'm going to use a
You use a meta point to move over first?
so I can go in tens.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to shoot him. Again.
Okay, you can go ahead and take that shot.
I'm going to use my 5 points because I'm tired of missing.
Okay.
So I beat it by... I'm really tired. 3.
Yeah, there's no way he can. He's had enough defensive checks. There's no way he can make that. Yeah, you do. You manage to fire off a shot, and you hit him square in the chest, actually. And he just kind of looks down at you, and he's annoyed. Like, he is blatantly annoyed. That he's not angry. He's annoyed. He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
I'm going to mirror his reaction and be annoyed that he is not more dead.
Mm-hmm.
She's a psychologist.
Sounds good. Scott and Rosie, you are on 21s. Which one of you wants to act first?
We've been going with Scott first, so you can go first.
Okay, who am I near to?
Well, you and Nadine have been...
But she tossed me across the room.
That's true. Right now, you're a free agent. You're about the equidistant to both.
Okay. I've kind of had enough of Nadine.
Yeah. There is a chair nearby. As a wrestler, I'll give you a bonus if you want to use that as an improvised attack.
Yeah, right across the back of the head.
Yeah, you'll get a 3-point bonus for using that.
Yeah, that's
you're
a solid steel chair.
Yeah, you're very, very, very competent with a solid steel chair.
Well, it would be a solid steel ladder, but probably.
I'm going to use the meta point.
Yeah.
All right. And make an attack with the chair. Rolled a 6.
That's amazing.
Did he roll 2?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
he did it twice.
I feel like I have to check now.
He did it.
I know it for attack rolls. I've done plenty of those.
Oh, awesome. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. I see what it was. Wow, that is a great roll, yeah.
These dice are amazing tonight.
She definitely fails that defensive check.
So
you come up and you just conquer on the top of the head with this steel chair, and you feel, I mean, this was not like what you would have done on stage or in the ring. Like, you really hit this person, and you didn't aim for, like, you know, the flat part that's gonna do less damage. You came up there and you just did it that way.
With the aliens. Always enjoy the show. Also, yay for Sarah back tonight.
Thank you, Chad.
Hashtag meta point.
Thank you. Thank you so
Like,
much.
yeah, you look at those chairs. I mean, the frame is actually really strong, and if you actually like came up and just bammed someone with it, that could do a lot of damage. You do this, and you ring her bell hardcore, and she kind of shakes it off and just starts glaring at you. Wow. And then makes that ungodly sound again.
Good grief.
I'm gonna use a meta point.
Okay.
And seeing that the gunshot did nothing, I would like to lasso her or him.
Okay.
Who
Okay.
I'm closest to her. It's probably her.
Yes.
But I want to lasso I want it to land on her shoulder, so it's gonna be quite a a small loop, because I want to get it around her neck so I can pull tight to see if guns aren't going to work. Maybe cutting off the air supply will do something.
Okay. You don't have a rope, but you do have electrical cords. And cables.
I'll use electrical
so
cord
you
then.
Can easily grab one of those, and you know you're Rosie, so you.
Yeah, and that's why I went all the way over. So
you know how to make a lasso.
And that is a 10, so I beat it by 2.
Cool. And you used one meta point or 2?
I used 1.
Cool. Nice sound effect, Mark.
Nice.
That is a big fail on that defensive check, and yeah, you absolutely get.
And I just want to pull it so that and start cutting off air. Do they have to breathe our air? I mean, like, can they survive without
That's the sound she can make.
Do gills pop out?
Yep. And she is very not happy about that, and clearly taking some more damage, but it's still up. Still up. John, it is on you.
All right, I want to use a meta point to get closer to my pilot.
Do it.
Okay.
Zoing. Now, so she, what's her face, female alien is, she's got a rope around her neck.
Yeah, and I'm pulling it.
And scissors in her leg.
And where's big guy, the dude Gus? What's he doing? Where is he?
Gus, the most recent place that we saw him was he was being
Tripping over me before.
Yes, he. Someone just did something to him, and how did I already lose track of what was going on?
I tried to shoot him. I did shoot
Oh, you
him.
did shoot him. You shot him square in the chest. That's right. Yeah.
But he was just disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was annoyed.
He was annoyed about it.
He was disappointed in me, yes. He was like,
No, when it hit, it wasn't like a force field shimmered or anything. There was okay. Just
No.
double checking.
I mean, like it looked like shooting a human body.
Okay, great. The bullet's in him.
All right. So in one turn, how many shots can I get off? Because she shot him once, but you should be able to cap off a couple of rounds real fast.
I mean, it depends how many attacks you have.
You have 2.
Was that what it means?
Yep. So you could fire off twice.
where do I see that?
Okay. Fine.
I'll look at this.
I think Jenica has 1 attack, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fire off twice
Okay.
at her.
Okay. I guess just a reminder, because it has been a while since we've talked about this. Each one of your characters does have a certain number of attacks and a certain number of defensive checks they can make per round. You'll see on your sheet ATK/DEF, or you'll see ATK and a number and DEF and a number, and that's how many attacks and how many defenses you can make without any penalty to your roll. You can always choose to make extra attacks or extra defenses in any round, but there will be a cumulative 4-point penalty each time you do. So it quickly becomes very, very, very hard to pull off. So you fire off 2 shots?
Yes.
Absolutely.
2 shots,
Give me,
point blank at her.
okay, give me, and that's a fail and a fail on her end for the defensive checks.
Excellent.
15. Seriously?
Now use the thing.
Now use your +4.
14. All right. Yeah. Now I'll use the.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Patreon.
I love that we're like out of stuff and it's not even 7.
Out of stuff fighting a kindly old couple in a farmhouse who have a family.
Let's get this hashtag after that started.
Oh, let's.
Thank you,
Sounds
Chad.
good.
So you managed to hit with both shots?
Oh, he only rolled 1, so he definitely hit with 1.
Okay, so
We
give
use
me
his
the other roll,
Patreon.
please.
Yes.
There. That one for sure.
Yeah.
Unaided. Yes. I got both of them.
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and you think you can find them, not
Maybe.
one of all the purple hosts who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory. Hashtag hack attack.
Thank you.
Ooh.
thank him.
I don't know.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh, there they go.
Gotta think about that
Wow.
one for a second.
We are the Tactical Espionage for the Diversion and Diversion Initiative. We have arrived late only to see horror. There has been no hashtag hack attack started.
Yeah.
We must rectify this.
Yes.
But I have a question. Will aliens' heads explode if they hear an alien love call?
Nice reference. We haven't tried that yet on them. They'll find out. So that second shot that you fired off against Nadine, both shots hit true. The first shot staggers her a bit. The second shot, as she was staggering, what do I want to say? As she is staggering, the blade in her leg, the scissors, drops out. The second shot hits her in the chest as well, and she crumples down to the ground, bleeding profusely.
The whole time I'm still holding the rope.
Yeah. Yeah. And Gus just starts going into a fury of that high-pitched sound that I can't make. Yeah, that sound. I like that better. More
That'd
like a
be more
pterodactyl.
angry.
Yeah. Sure. I can't make the sound. Like I can't. I wish I could. Make the noise.
Well, it'd be more.
The sound palette has to
more
go
like.
up.
And Gus is livid now. He's not annoyed anymore or
That's
disappointed.
impressive.
He's quite
there.
quite angry.
It's impressive.
And that brings us back up to Jenica.
Okay.
So, by the way, I'm still of the opinion that now we should try to get some information out of them before killing them totally.
Uh-huh.
Oh, agreed.
I have a plan.
Excellent. Let's discuss the plan.
Before you act,
Yeah.
we need a can opener.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Do you just shout that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get it. I'll go get a can opener. I've been lame anyway, so I'm gonna just go get. I'm gonna run upstairs because I have burglary.
Is a supply closet upstairs. There are
Great.
can openers. In
I have
there.
burglary. I have earth
Good.
trap. I can find this
Okay.
can opener.
Does it have to be specifically a can opener or any
That's
kind
what
of
Jessica
sharp?
does.
Can opener.
Scott and Rosie, you are up next. I am
All right.
very concerned about this can opener.
Yeah.
Rosie, our goal is we need to try to tackle him and keep him down on the floor.
Okay.
Okay? Can we double team him again?
Absolutely.
With that shared initiative?
Can I tie off? If you say this to me, like, let's double team him.
Yeah.
Can I tie off
Get
the
there.
current electrical cord I'm using and then grab another one?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great, because if you want to I could lasso the arms and then you could tackle so that they can't grab at you.
Yeah.
Tell you what, give me your lasso check right now.
Okay.
With a, you guys are working together, and this is twice that you've done this now. Give yourself a 4-point bonus and a 4-point bonus on your roll.
Whoop, that fell out. I'll still use it though. So you said a 4-point?
Yes, please.
Nice. So that's a 5. So
Hello.
By 7.
So, we had a taste test of some Middle Eastern palm fruits
ooh,
and invited about 4 dozen people to try something new. What do you think about a video showing their reactions?
There's a goofy pun coming.
We can call it almost 50s first dates. Hashtag have to tap.
I like that, Chad.
Wow.
I really appreciate that.
Change places. Hashtag dirty music.
Chad, I'll drop that in a second. I'm excited for that.
I love those. Thank
Especially because of where
you.
things are going to go. So, Rosie, you did manage to just nail it. Right then, Gus looking down at Nadine on the ground goes, "Ah!" And right then, you...
Great.
So now you've got him cinched on both arms.
Perfect.
He picked a bad time to do a,
He did.
All right. So even with my 4-point bonus, I failed, but I'm going to use my my one-time extra 4 points
Okay.
to succeed
Okay.
Good time for those.
in order to take him down so that we can be prepared for the can opener.
Okay.
Finishing up the hashtag have to tap.
Already?
Thank you,
What?
Chad.
Oh, wow. Thank
Send
you.
it to me in
You
a
guys are
second.
motivated
So
today.
you tackle him to the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
John, you are up.
Oh, am I? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So he's tackled. His hands are tied. She's bleeding profusely. I'm going to try to intimidate him again
Okay.
to stop fighting and to start giving us some information.
Give me the roll.
So before you intimidate, my recommendation is that you tell him that a can opener is coming, that this is the 80s, that tuna is not safe, that dolphins are in incredible danger, and that if he does not play ball, he is ending up in the tuna cans, along with the rest of his buddies.
That's a way of approaching this.
Have to tap done. AK will let you know.
I'm looking forward to it,
Oh,
Chad.
my goodness.
So threaten him with a can opener. Alien
threaten him with a can
dolphins are so scared of those because this is the 80s.
All right. Might even say we're tuning up the band, right? Sweet Chin, tuning up, super kick, wrestling, wrestling nerd, intimidation. It's
I
a
would
whole.
like to declare
somebody
a
out there gets
citation
this.
on all of these horrible
You'll
puns.
all get this. All right. So intimidation. Rolling against my 11. Well, 2 10s.
Yeah.
11. Come on now. I can do this. I can do this.
Yes, you can.
Bam! Destroyed it by 5. So I'm telling him, hey, can opener's coming. You know what that means, huh? Come on, Flipper. If you want to go up against the can, you know what happens to bad dolphins, don't you? That's right. Star-kissed. So what you want to do? You want to fight? You want to be peaceable like? No? That's a break, chat. That's a break, chat. Come on now.
I needed that. Yeah, No, he doesn't make his check. He doesn't make his check.
How could you?
Yeah, he does. He's looking at you very because you tackled him to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got him pinned to the ground right now. You've got him cinched around.
And
the
she's coming
arms.
down the stairs with that can opener, and it's scary.
Oh man.
Kevin the drug dealer has the can opener. Don't worry.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he has taken some damage in the situation as well. He starts frantically making that sound at you again.
We have a translation device. We hacked one up through the.
Not with you.
No, when we came down at the end of the last session, you GM'd us a device so that we could understand part of the conversation they were having. There is a device in the room with us.
That's true. It's not being monitored right now. That gives me the out of having to think of what he says right now. But it also doesn't matter because I need a defensive check from everybody.
Oh.
So it's 2 of these. 2 D12s.
Or D10s.
No.
No, D12s.
Always.
Okay.
No.
No, you get to use where you are.
I am so sorry.
Okay.
You get to use your 10.
I apologize. Again, I'm tired. Oh, sweet God.
On the money.
Rolling against what exactly?
Your defensive check.
8.
Wow, it's really difficult to succeed.
Yes.
So
It
I
is.
failed.
Me too.
I'm right on the money.
I failed.
I failed.
Anyone who failed, I need you to take no damage,
Okay. That's scarier.
but you do not get to act on this next turn.
Wait, have I even returned with the can opener?
Give me an odds evens. Call it first. If you succeed, then you have not returned.
Odds. I was very
Okay.
fast with the
You
can
were
opener.
very fast.
I grabbed a beer then.
That sounds good. Those of you who failed your defensive check, you find yourself clutching your ears as this just piercing sound bursts from behind you. Rosie, you made your defensive check, right? Mm-hmm. You look over at Nadine's body,
Yeah.
and you see crawling out
Ew.
of her nose
Ew.
this slug-like creature.
It's like Animorphs. Keep going. I'm in.
I like you. And it has one little eye stalk
Yeah.
and one little like mouth stalk,
Okay.
and the mouth stalk is going.
Yeah. Now, this is a slug, correct?
Uh-huh.
I could go grab more salt.
Yes, there's gotta be rock salt.
So we're
in
at the
this
top of the
place.
initiative.
All
Jenica,
those
it's your
martinis
turn
we were
that you
drinking.
cannot.
I'm the only one who can go.
You can think, you can speak, but you can't act.
In a minute, I'm gonna go get salt.
Scott and Rosie.
I can't act.
Rosie,
Great, I'm gonna go stomp on it.
give me the roll.
I don't know what stomp counts as.
It's musical.
Melee.
That's a 5. I rolled a 5.
So that's good. Whatever she's rolling
Yeah, it's
against,
an
that's
unarmed
good.
attack. So yeah, so you come up and you just
I squish
Slam
it.
your
I don't
boot
care if it's
down
on her
on top of
face.
that
I don't
thing.
care where it is.
and
Stop
it
it.
makes this very cathartic noise, and you now have splattered alien slug guts on the bottom of your
Excellent.
shoe.
Ew.
Hey, I stopped the noise though.
Yes,
You did.
true. Thank you.
Just nasty.
I think I'm still gonna go get some salt.
Which means that John, now you are free to act.
But you can't see it.
I know, but
Oh.
if I get the salt, then I could like pour it down
Yeah.
what's his face's
So-
throat.
This should be
True.
super intimidated now.
Yeah. So again, I
With
turned to him
slug.
and said, "One down, one to go. What you want to do, Sluggo?"
Starting a hashtag rule because we haven't had one of these in a very long time.
Thank you.
That is so true. Thank you for
True, we'll be
doing those.
dropping
Those
that
are really
tonight as
fun.
well. Oh, that's where I am. Okay.
Tell us what we want to know, or you'll be the next one that gets assaulted. Get it? Assaulted? Because you're a slug, right? Oh yeah, I got puns and guns. Let's do this.
Excellent. Excellent.
You guys might need this action point. Sorry, hashtag meta point.
Yay, thank you.
Getting those confused.
Thank you,
Thank
Chat.
you.
Oh,
So what is?
I just had to
have to keep going?
mull all of your monologuing over for a moment there. That was just beautiful. So you are still trying to intimidate this guy.
We want him to talk.
And I still have a gun.
And there is a translator in the room.
It's true.
And it's now 4 against 1.
science.
Jenica Scott, I'll let you actually, between the two of you, since he's doing this intimidation, we'll drop out of initiative for now.
So I can go
for a
get the
moment.
salt.
And so you can go get the soul if you'd like.
Okay.
I can get
And
the
you
device.
can go get the device so you can translate and try and talk to this guy.
I come back with the full thing of Morton's.
Okay, now first, when you get up to the top,
Yeah. Anybody else want a beer?
when you get up to the top, I need you to I need you to give me a defensive check.
Let me fail it. A lot. I'm gonna fail it a lot.
Yeah.
I failed it a lot.
Cool. So you get up to the top of the stair, or to the top of the ladder, and first give me a mind check. Or a soul check if you prefer. Either way.
No.
Okay, it's fair because you weren't here, so you wouldn't know any better. When you got up to the top of the ladder, you noticed that there were that the rest of the jurors had left the room. That there is still this one family member of the Reynoldses tied up, hog-tied, hanging off the back door.
It happens to be a small child.
Yeah, well, I think she's in her early 20s.
Oh.
Yeah, that was,
My mistake.
yeah.
I mean, we're getting old enough that people in their early 20s look like small children.
And so she is, if you had looked at her, you would have seen her eyes are just huge, and she's like, but I'm guessing you didn't pay much attention, because why would you care about the hog-tied woman on the back of the door? But fortunately, one of the jurors, Debbie Callahan, the aerobics instructor who Aquamarine had been controlling for a little while, she was hanging out there as well. And as soon as you get up to the top of the ladder, excuse me, not stairs, Debbie just kind of smiles at you, and then she kicks you in the face. And you lose your grip on the ladder, and you fall down to the bottom of the ladder.
So body snatchers.
Jurors.
What? See, she probably thought she was guilty.
So take 10 points of damage from the fall.
My armor got it.
There you go. And now that has happened.
Well, poo.
And then Scott, you wanted to try and translate with the dolphin.
Yes.
Excuse me, with the dolphin. We don't know what these are. What Gus was trying to say to you through this strange cetacean-based speech. So you bring over the device and you start fiddling with it a bit, and he is just saying over and over again, "Your time on this planet is over."
Okay. Can I attempt to science this device with all the science in order to reverse the translation and speak back to him in his own perverse tongue?
You can do some fiddling around with it. Yeah, give me some engineering checks. I need 3 successes before you get a failure.
Well, I'm not an engineering expert. I'm a computers expert, and I can do genetics and so forth, but engineering is not my wheelhouse. And as a scientist, I know...
There are some other characters who do have engineering, so they could work with you to figure out how to make it work.
Hey, John!
Well, now hold on a second. I'm a little bit confused. So the female's dead. He's there.
Mm-hmm.
His hands are tied. I'm standing over him, yelling at him.
Yep.
He's there with him.
Yep.
She's there, but he's still talking smack. He's not intimidated or broken down or anything.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
And I just got kicked in the head by somebody who used to be a juror.
But if you can switch from intimidation to science, join me on the science side. Together, we can hack this machine to reverse translate.
Cool. I got engineering.
Hey, Rosie, who are these guys?
Which guys?
The guys that are pilots. Are they good?
They're all right.
All right.
Scott likes to, die.
Which one is he?
I've not.
He's the wrestler.
Killed anybody.
No, I said you like to die. You keep wanting to die.
I don't want to die.
So he's suicidal. Should I
No.
shrink
I just
him?
don't think he cares about.
So, Jonica got the sodium fluoride. Scott needs to get the translator working. So maybe they can make an exchange. Assault and battery. Hashtag not minus this time. Hashtag one.
I like that.
That one gets applause. That one gets applause.
Wow.
So Jenko, while you're in this conversation with Rosie and you're at the bottom of the ladder, you look up, and the woman who just kicked you looks over and looks over the edge of the ladder, and her head just kind of tilts a little bit, and she smiles.
I flip her off and I shoot her.
And then you see, the cover on the trap door that was behind the wall that got moved, slam shut.
And I definitely flip her off. I can't shoot her
And you
while
hear
it's
some
closing.
rattling around sounds up there and whatever else is going
So now
on.
we're trapped in this basement.
Does appear to be the case.
Well, it gives us more time to fix the machine.
So I beat my engineering by 1.
Okay. So I need another engineering check, and I need another engineering check.
Oh, thanks for doing all the work for me.
One from each of us, or another one for me?
I need 3 total, and in this case, they can be from anyone.
Okay.
I don't have anything close to that. Unless you want me to psychoanalyze the machine.
Oops. Okay, did another one. Yeah, beat that one too.
Okay, great.
I really dig this music.
Ooh.
By how much?
Reynolds liked to do alien experiments on the town herd. One involved a local census taker that they found. His name was Arnold Rimmer, and he found his brain inserted into a cow. Now he follows the party in search of his body. Not who, SMEG. Hashtag act attack.
So Arnold Bremer in a cow follows us around.
And says Smeg, apparently.
I will
I love that.
figure this out in a little bit, chat. Thank you. While I try to figure out how the hell to
Maybe
deal
he
with
can
that.
help us get out of the trap door.
Another stampede.
Alien experiments.
He said Arnold
you,
Bremer,
you,
right?
You managed to
Bremer
get it
from
fixed.
Bremer.
From Red Dwarf.
Right.
Okay, we got it fixed then. Okay.
Yeah. Great.
All right, so what are we going to say to this guy?
You have absolutely no idea who you're messing with. Now, we have an opportunity at this stage to engage in civil dialogue for the purpose of our mutual betterment, or we can fail to do so and doom this entire world to a fiery inferno, humans and dolphin-like slug aliens together. What sounds better to you?
You're bluffing.
Not really. You think I care about this world?
What? Bluffing? You want to call bluff, son? Oh, I'm ready to stomp on an alien.
No.
I will kick you in your face. I will punch you in your nose. That thing looks like a nose. You got eyes up here? I'll poke you in both of them. He's the nice one. I'm the mean one. Take your pick. Pick your poison. Because either way, you're going to lose.
Apparently, I'm the good cop in this scenario.
Roll a d12.
Everybody,
Ooh.
Yeah.
everybody roll a
Everybody
d12.
roll a d12.
5.
10. Is this who I'm getting into now?
Oh, this is gonna get interesting.
If this are we playing again? Shit.
So keep track of what you just wrote. So yeah, so you continue to try and threaten this guy, and he's telling you you're full of it. What are you gonna do? You're trapped down here with me. The fleet will destroy this planet and every human on it.
This planet doesn't matter. The people on it don't matter.
So where?
You said these guys were good.
Or,
So what did you roll into? What was your roll on a d12?
1.
1. John, you find yourself
oh damn it! I had a good idea.
Samantha Malone.
hurtling over into Samantha Malone.
But none of us are in the room.
We'll see who is where.
That's true.
So once we're done, Rosie, what did you get?
I am our lovely fisherman, Carl.
No way.
I
call shenanigans.
I shit you not. Here it is. It's a 4. I haven't moved it. I will show you.
Shenanigans.
4.
Jenica, who'd you roll? What number?
I'm a 10. I'm Jerry.
Yeah, you are.
I'm Jerry Reed. I'm a long haul trucker.
Oh, we haven't had Jerry before.
It's been a while since he showed up.
He can make gadgets apparently, and he has area knowledge of Seattle. He also has boating
Okay, just a sec.
and demolition. Ooh.
So
Oh, I can seduce women.
Yes, you can.
Again?
And then Scott, who did you just hop over into?
Oh, the aerobics instructor who just slammed the door shut.
Oh, good.
Oh, the possessed Debbie.
Right.
Yeah, how's that gonna work?
It's a good thing this happened before I gave the game up to the aliens.
I should clarify, I am now Samantha Malone, 34-year-old bartender.
I just enjoy the idea that the 4 people in the room who were doing a very good job are now fully themselves and probably probably dropped everything and are now pounding upon the way to get out of here.
Yeah, because Michael is now downstairs, Sylvester is downstairs,
Kevin
is downstairs,
And Linda
is downstairs. Yeah, none of you wound up in any of the people who were downstairs.
No.
Well, they're screwed.
Yeah.
Well, it was a fun game, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Match of the Night.
So, let's see. I want to make sure you get all these locations right. John, Rosie, and Jenica.
Yes.
You find yourselves back in the house.
Yeah.
With the rest of the jurors and the rest of the family, who is trying to, what do I want to say? I want to make sure I keep all my stories straight because there's a lot of little things that just happened. So give me a moment. Vamp amongst yourselves for a second.
If we're vamping amongst ourselves, I would like to put out a personal request to chat for if anyone feels like sponsoring a total recall. I suspect we're going to need one of those soon.
Oh. I'm excited for the rule of cool.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be coming up.
I'm also excited about our cow friend, I have to say.
What I want to talk about these newbies. Because I don't know them. And this guy keeps saying that this world is dispendable.
Look, you're talking about us like we're not here. We're here with you. I'm
Jenica.
John, that's Scott.
How's it going?
Yeah. Apparently I'm somewhere else, but
correct.
Three of you can,
with you right
That's
now.
right.
Can talk about how awful
So
I
why
am.
does this guy think the world is like disposable?
Because it's not. We get in a pod and we're placed here mentally.
Yeah, and then we get in, and then the pod takes us back to what we think is reality. How do we know that these aren't all reality?
Well, I'm perfectly willing to save all these people. I mean, that's what I do. I'm SWAT. So as long as we can do our best to make sure that deaths are kept to a minimum and we somehow save the Earth or the city or the state or whatever we're supposed to save, I'm down with the mission.
That's where you are.
Let's go ahead and do this.
The group of you find yourselves back in the, with the one exception, you are all back in the house. Locked up in a back room with the rest of the jurors, most of whom are freaking out right now about what is going on. And you were able to gather from the conversation with from them and what they're talking about that several members of the family had come to the shed and had basically under threat captured the rest of the jury pool and brought them back to the homestead, to the main house.
So we're in a room that's locked, and the people we were are now in a basement that's locked.
Correct.
But we're in the same building.
Correct. And Scott, right now you are having this very odd experience because you are in the body of Debbie, the aerobics instructor.
I imagine I'm fighting for control.
But you have no control right now.
Yeah.
The alien entity is controlling the body.
Yeah.
And you are aware that it is wrestling with you for control. But currently...
Oh man, just let them take over and just watch what they do.
It's in charge.
I mean, read their thoughts, find out what you can. Like,
yeah, I would actually like to use my my genetics and biochem and psychology skills to learn as much about this control mechanism as I can while I'm observing it intimately from the inside.
Okay. Sure, yeah. I mean, from what you observed from the slug earlier and from what you can intuit from what's going on, your hunch is that this is some sort of biochemical reaction going on, that the slug creature has somehow climbed its way up and is tapping into various components in the cortex and taking control of lower and higher functioning as such.
This is so cool. This is, wow. I'm just going to study the crap out of this. Learn everything I can.
Cool. We'll leave you there for a moment. The three of you.
The people we are with, they don't know that these people are aliens. Because they didn't see what we saw down in the...
Correct. They have no idea what's going on. They just know they've been locked in a room by these crazy farmers.
Are there any windows in the room?
And several of them right now are yelling at Jerry because it was your relatives who own this place that are why we went over here in the first place. So, like, what is with your family? They have issues.
Yes, they do. Should we tell them?
I think we should hold off for the moment.
All right. Yep, they got issues.
No need in making this chaos any worse than it is. Are there any windows?
No.
No. Has anyone tried?
Interior room. I mean, let me back up. There are windows, but they are barred, or not barred, but they are boarded.
So this room, what kind of room is it? A bedroom? Is it a storage room? Is it
It seems to be some sort of storage room, but the shelving is all empty.
There's nothing
it's kind
in
of a
here
makeshift
besides
holding pen.
freaking out people. Are freaking out people the only thing we have in the room that's useful?
That's that and some empty shelves and such. If you give me, you don't have a spot check. Give me some mind checks.
I also want to use some of the shelving. I'm going to make a lever. I'm going to put it up under the doorknob and smash it down so that it pops the doorknob off so we can get out.
Well, that's simple and effective. Yeah, give me a roll for it.
I rolled a 10. I have gadgeteering. I have nothing that's a 10.
This is why we use our pilot skills.
I know, but my pilot doesn't have much either.
Well, you can tell the rest of your team what you want to do.
Okay, that's what I want to do. So I try and fail and show them what I want to do.
Okay, so someone else give it a shot.
Mary's in the room, correct?
Yeah, everyone except the ones who were downstairs.
Excellent. I'm gonna look at Mary.
Yep.
And through a sixth sense, I know she's a burglar person.
Oh, because you ran her, you were in charge of her at one point.
At one point, exactly. So I would like to ask her to, traps and locks the lock.
And she kind of shakes her head and says, "Oh yeah, duh."
Come on.
She goes over and starts fiddling around with the lock, grabs a couple pieces of scrap metal from the floor and fiddles around for a little bit, starts tagging around. And then at one point she actually reaches in her back pocket and pulls out a small lockpick kit.
Yeah.
Starts digging around with it and has to struggle for a bit, and then she does, sure enough, after a little bit, she pops open this door, and you all, I mean, who peeks their head out first?
I will.
Okay, great.
I peek my head out.
So you would assume that you were back inside the homestead, but actually as you look around, you realize that this was some sort of storage room in one of the barns.
So there's cows?
There is, actually. You look around and you see a few head of cattle are in some of the stalls, and they are mooing.
That makes me very excited. Excellent.
Your people.
Mm-hmm. Now, do these have nice big horns?
These are dairy cows.
They're dairy cows.
Nice big.
And they all have names that are written out in their stalls that are hanging on their door. And one of the cows, it says Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the cows, it says
Ace.
Can't think of his name. I'm gonna say David. Dave, yeah, it does say David, yeah. One of them says Arnold.
I feel a particular draw to Arnold. I don't know why. But when we make
cow.
when
That
we
cow
make eye contact,
that cow looks over at you with an almost human look.
right, we share a moment
of concern and compassion.
The fisherman and the cow.
I also know cows are quite heavy. Right, and as someone who works in the rodeo, I have a very good. So I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna do some cow whispering to it, Rosie style. I don't know how to cow whisper, but I'm sure there's a way to cow whisper, right?
You have animal stuff? You have animal something, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm specifying it.
Yeah.
Because I want to I need Arnold to help me. Arnold, we need to bond.
I'll tell you, having spent time around dairy farms and cows, this cow is probably incredibly uncomfortable right now because in the midst of everything that's been going on, none of them have been milked.
But if the cow's name is Arnold, perhaps this cow does not need to be milked.
No, but then
What is the gender of this cow?
They're all dairy cow. They're all.
They're all girl cows.
I will, being a rodeo person, I will of course stop to check to see if
This
Arnold.
one's very swollen. Needs to be milked.
Then I will take a moment to sit down and milk
I like that
Arnold.
you're doing this act of compassion in the midst of an alien invasion, and that will be rewarded down the road.
aliens
Oddly
are
enough,
allergic to
as you, with every squirt on this cow, for some reason, yep, yeah, there you go. Every time that you're doing that, the because it's a rolling action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's more of a
you
roll.
start at the top and then you kind of go all the way down because otherwise you like squirt the milk back up and it's not comfortable.
There you go.
You do that with other things.
He's so close to breaking right now.
I'm just entertained right now, is what it is. I'm so happy.
Better with my right hand than my...
Most of us are better with one hand than the other. That's true.
Oh, there it is.
Break number 2!
Every squirt of the on Arnold, for some reason, the
Of
cow.
the hot milky substance.
Yeah, the cow
coming out of
actually leans over, and it does have a couple little horn type things. It leans over to the edge of the stall, and it kind of makes a scratch like that.
Like to what? What do you mean scratch?
If you didn't know better, you'd swear it was making hash marks
I have heightened awareness.
It's making it in the actual.
in the wood.
I have a heightened
wood.
You would swear it was making hash marks every time. It's like it was counting the squirts.
Excellent. Well, then I'm going to say good job, and I'm going to give him a little kiss, and I'm going to
Okay.
keep going.
Okay, great.
I have heightened. Go ahead.
Don't worry, it will all be clear eventually.
I know.
I
I'm
can't give it
sure.
all to you yet.
You guys
but-
can do whatever
sure.
you want, but I'm going to milk this cow because this cow and I
I got
have a
this one.
connection.
I
And
got this
Rosie
one.
likes her
I
animal
gotta figure out the
companions.
other one
God
still, but I
damn
got
it.
this one.
So there are other cows besides. Oh, please.
Is there a tractor?
There is a tractor.
I have driving a big rig. I imagine that is very similar to a tractor.
Well, you don't get a bonus for the big rigs. This is not an 18-wheeler tractor, but you could eventually use the tractor, yes. What did you want to do, John?
Oh, I'm just. So everything around here is just cows, no other kind of animals?
We are... Yeah, the only animals in here seem to be cows. It's a cow barn.
Okay. And so there's Dwayne, and there's Dave, and there's Arnold.
Arnold is spoken for.
Yeah.
No, I'm not moving in there, man. Any other
She, the
cow?
female.
I'm trying to remember the name right now. I want to say it's Robert.
Why are these cows with man names?
It's just a thing.
No, okay, fair enough. So I look further throughout Arnold's. What?
The only one that
was this?
seems oddly just to have this personality, though, is Arnold.
So I'm looking around Arnold's stall, just looking around for stuff, anything that stands out.
I would not go behind him when I'm milking.
Actually, yeah, you do see hanging on the side of the wall in the stall, there is a single nail, and hanging off that nail is it says a U.S. Census taker on it. On the front.
It says on the nail. What?
No,
It's
a
like
little,
a
little name
badge
card badge
hanging on
off.
the nail.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Whose name
could-
is on the...
You could flip it over and
Yeah.
thumb through it so you see.
Yeah, I'll examine it more closely.
It says on the back side it is there's a picture of a man. He seems to be kind of skinny. He has kind of puffy curly hair, almost pubescent. No, pubesque, and kind of lightish brownish hair. And man seems to have no chin really, and he his name is Arnold J. Rimmer.
I have a question. What breed of cows are these? Are they white cows? Are they red-haired? Are they large? Are they kind of small and dwarfish?
They are all dwarves. They are Guernsey dwarves.
Thanks.
It's a special hybrid.
Yeah.
So
Crawford Sparrow.
this is very interesting. So Arnold, and he's making hash marks, and he's a census taker.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. This means something.
How
to
many hash
somebody.
marks are there?
What?
How many hash marks are there? I assume that I've continued.
It's been a 1-to-1 ratio every time you've done a squirt of milk.
Great. Am I done milking yet?
Sure.
Excellent.
And you, as you pat him on the head, you realize there seems to be some suture marks around the back of the
Well, I'm going to examine those.
area.
What does that tell me? My examination of them.
Let's see. I don't think you have medical.
No, but I will use a meta point. I will go over here, and my fisherman does have biological sciences. Now it's in fish, but I mean,
Fish cows, come on.
It just means you get a bonus.
Chris, for the record, Arnold is an excellent swimming cow. Hashtag cool rule.
Hell yeah, Pax.
we have 2 now. Thank you.
What were you trying to use? I forget now.
I just want to. What can I tell about this on his?
Oh, you got medical. You're in Carl. You're in Carl right now, aren't
What,
you?
John?
Yeah, I have medical as well.
Yeah, you have medical. Yeah, you. I mean, you're not an expert, but I mean, if
No,
you didn't
but-
know better, it looks to you like someone tried to do some sort of, crazy ass brain surgery on this
On a
cow.
cow.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying, Jenica. What do you
Yes.
know about lobotomies
I know a
and
lot about
mental
lobotomies.
stuff? I mean, what is up with this cow? Did
Lobotomies-
somebody have to take the brain of a human and put it in this cow?
I'm gonna have to ask you to speak quieter around Arnold. He's a sensitive soul, and you're yelling right now. It's making him uncomfortable.
He is. The cow is starting to get a little bit of a tear going on.
I will wipe that tear and give him a kiss.
Thank you, Rose.
Somebody take the brain of a man and put it in this cow.
As a psychiatrist, I can tell you that's ludicrous. Also, lobotomies tend to happen up through the nose or into the eye. I don't understand how cow brains work, but I imagine similar.
Well, they're not like sharks. It goes through.
Yeah, it goes through, and then you usually a lobotomy. Really, you go into
Right.
the eye with a little squiggler,
Don't
and
care.
you go like this, and then
Could
you
somebody
squiggle because
have
you're
switched
trying
brains?
to detach the frontal lobe
Jenica.
from the.
Jenica,
You got me started.
process, don't care.
They don't
Could
have a
somebody
frontal lobe.
have
They're
stuffed a
cows.
man brain into a cow head?
No, that's
I think
insane.
there's a way to fix this. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna look Arnold right in his beautiful, I assume brown,
Yes.
About this
big brown eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
It's so pretty. I'm gonna say, Arnold, do you have a man brain in you? If you do your right hoof one time. He's got a man brain. Problem solved.
Jenica's annoyed.
So there's a census taker in this cow. Why? All right, so since you have a bond with this cow, what else can you get him to tell us?
Would you like revenge?
See, that's funny.
Excellent. Now, can you convince your other cow friends to have a little stampede?
Is this the cow called Arm?
Hey, Arnold, who is it did you have a beef with?
Gentle tones, gentle tones.
Cow humor is not well
You
received.
have to be specific. You can't just say who. We don't know who that is. You have to be specific.
Gotta get some answers.
Yes, so be specific.
He's like a Ouija board in the form of a cow. And just about as credible. Let's move on.
Do not discredit my cow.
Oh, sure, Rosie, yeah, you got the cow. I don't understand where we are. Why are there stupid slug aliens? Why do we keep leaping from body to body in the same stupid world? And why are we in a freaking barn with a bunch of other people that are freaking out?
That would be a question for the founders, not for us, because we're all stuck here together.
But we do know there's an alien invasion going on.
Great.
So we gotta at least stop that.
Okay, so we're gonna use the cow?
Exactly.
Well, my thought is that if I can get the cows to stampede, well, one, the
There
cow.
are 4 cows.
There's 4 total, right? But it'd be a small stampede.
Small stampede, a pocket-sized stampede.
Okay, but all I'm saying is if a cow is running at you, I mean, that's not a small animal.
This could be a piece of the puzzle. Yeah.
And, or not only that, but probably some good smacks on that trap door where we just were could probably open the trap door.
Well, let's do that then. Sounds
So
great.
while this is all going on, Scott, you are kind of in observer mode. You're not really able to control anything.
Although I have a plan.
But Debbie, she
That I will execute at the appropriate moment.
Excellent.
leaves the location that she was at after
Closing the
locking
door.
up the basement area, and through her eyes you walk across That's little bunny Fufu. You walk across the compound ground back to the main house, and when you first enter in, the other remaining members of the family kind of look at you. At first, they draw weapons and they look at you in a kind of a threatening way, and then from your throat comes out this the sound, and then they do that back and forth. And so then they kind of recognize that you are one of them. And so she's welcomed back in.
Great.
So they all kind of do this communication for a while. There seems to be some concern and discussion and whatnot of what's going on. And then the group of them start heading off towards where the bunker had been. And it's the full, it's the rest of the family. So it is the rest of the family who wasn't either locked up on the back of the door, you know what I mean? Who was Birdie.
All the bees.
Yes, I know. I'm regretting that right now, keeping track of the bees. We got Nadine is down.
B.
Gus is in the basement, all tied up.
Bubba.
Birdie is tied up in the back of a door.
Brenda.
But Bobby and Billy and Bud and Bee, yep, they are heading off towards the bunker
With Debbie.
with Debbie.
Okay. That doesn't sound
And they're
like
bringing their
something
dogs
dirty's
with
gonna
them.
happen at all.
Biscuit and Boomer and Buzz.
I would like to, having established trust. So I'm fighting for control of this body, correct?
Yes.
And sometimes as a pilot, I have more control, and sometimes the avatar has more control.
You now have boosted abilities, just so you know. Whatever your
Thank you,
boosted
Chad.
ability.
Oh, yay,
is,
thank you so much,
you now have
Chad.
use of it. Thank you, Chad.
So the amount of control I have over this body kind of tends to vary on my meta point scale, correct?
You have not had any control over it so far.
No, but just in general,
yes.
my experience in this world has been this.
Yeah.
So, and there are certain conditions under which the avatars have absolutely no control at all, where it's essentially all my pilot's mind.
Yes.
I would like to spend a meta point to go full pilot in it as my attempt to control the body outside the aegis of the alien invader.
I understand what you were trying to do. Give me a mind check.
That is 2 of the d8s. I succeeded by 8.
Wow.
What did you
Guys
roll?
are kicking so much ass.
I rolled a 2 and a 2.
I know it's upsetting. Not upsetting to me as your teammate, but like these dice.
Your mind is a
are
12?
Terrible.
Wow.
He's a scientist.
Yeah, it is. Wow, I forgot about that.
Time for a hashtag code.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you, Chad. I gotta find her right now. There she is. Yeah, so you do for a moment. You seem to have some control over the body.
Great.
What would you like to do?
I would like to continue to play along
Okay.
and use every bit of control I can wrest from this vile invading alien to gain more control. So I'm going to just continue trying to keep taking this over because I'm the perfect infiltrator at this point, as long as I can subvert that alien.
See what you're saying.
And while he's in there, can he learn their language?
I mean, if it's thinking in its language, and I'm in, we tend to
That's a tricky-
understand whatever we're inside.
Your brain currently is spliced with the avatar that is the host
Yes.
of this alien creature. And since the alien creature is able to speak through that host, what the hell? Sure. You are able to start picking up bits and pieces of this language.
Science.
While you're there. Absolutely. You science the heck out of that. Physics be damned, but science for the win. Think about that. Unpack that sentence for a while. So you are headed over to the I'm just going to call it the bunker.
Yeah. Until such
Communications
time
bunker.
as I can take the most destructive action possible.
Back to the group of you now.
Well, I assume my cows have agreed to the stampede.
Sure. Yeah.
They've
agreed to charge whatever target you want them to charge.
Right, so I think we should agree on a target. I mean, this house, the house, from what you've described, is made of wood. It's a normal. I mean, like if
There's some reinforcements in the lower levels, but
right, but like if a cow charges that door, that door's going down. I mean, like that's we're getting in.
Yeah.
Arnold, are you okay? Arnold, are you okay? Are you okay, Arnold? Arnold, are you okay? Arnold, are you okay? Are you okay, Arnold? Hashtag where's the beef? Hashtag meta point.
Well played.
Are you okay?
It's okay, Sean.
Okay. So you can't get them to charge anything really dangerous because you got to remember they're cow herds.
Oh, I know, but I mean,
Cow what?
They're cow herds.
also as a they could also provide. So
Cowards. Yeah.
Cow herd.
He wants you to appreciate the awful
Very nice pun.
he made that they are
Very nice pun.
cowards.
oh,
Cow herds.
I would also like to
Cow
inform.
herds. Cowards.
Yeah.
Cow
My
herds.
boosted is the thing you told me about in the car, right?
Yes, it's whatever is in your
There is
the
no-
store.
See, because collectively they're a cow herd, right? But individually they're also cowards.
oh no! Please explain it more.
So
We get
cow
it,
herds.
John. We got it.
Yeah, it's there. Look at the September 25th, the first page under pre-purchase.
I don't have September 25th.
Here you go, darling.
No, it's fine. Okay, wait,
Here.
I found
You
it.
should have two in there.
Got it. Okay, sorry. I apologize. Oh, never mind. I thought it was cooler than that.
I mean, the cows can also provide a distraction.
They were opposite, and the
You've already got the hit shooting one all the
I
time.
get it. I understand now.
So, what are you guys going to do?
Okay, so we have a small cow army with us.
Yeah.
We have to. Well, okay, so we're inside this like.
Hashtag something about a slut.
Thanks, chat.
Wow, thanks, chat.
Okay, so we broke out of our holding pen into this
barn.
barn,
So we should
but we
be in the
haven't
barn.
looked out and seen what's around us now.
Exactly, so now that
let's
we
go
know-
out and
yeah.
look around and see what's going on right now.
So we'll peek. I mean, I can do it. Unless one of you want to.
A little peeker.
I'm a little peeker. That sounds dirtier than it should.
Can I take a farm tool just as a weapon?
How do you do the milk again? What was kind of... Kidding. Yeah, so you pick outside. Yes, you can grab a...
Farm tool?
It's funny because he's thinking about something else that she does with her hands.
Hashtag married.
There's a farm implement that will be... A farm implement is going to be taken from the farm
I want a
barn
hoe.
place.
It's okay, man.
Want a
She's your wife.
hoe?
Actually, I want a pitchfork, but I thought hoe sounded funnier.
It is.
I'm gonna peek out. What do I see?
I love Rosie. Rosie, you look out and you see a group of people walking towards the bunker, and it is the remainder of the family plus Debbie.
Great, but I can instantly tell that Debbie is Scott.
You can.
Yeah.
Excellent. So then I'll let you guys know that they're walking towards the bunker. I see two options in front of us. One is that we join them and I'll pretend to do the dolphin noise that we heard them do and just hope that it works. Two is we have the cows stampede to distract them
And hopefully not knock over Debbie.
and hopefully not knock over Debbie. I would tell Arnold, we would communicate so that we knew
Because
that.
the cow communication is very specific on the stampeding, and they would.
Well, we would speak.
You want to discharge the people?
Well, that's an option. I'm discussing with my team.
Okay.
The other
They're just
option
getting
is
closer
that
and closer to the bunker.
the other option is that I could be good, invisible and follow them in, and then leave the door open behind them.
That's your boosted ability is to go invisible.
If only we could speak, I could offer suggestions, but we can't.
You're not there.
Okay, wait. So
I vote for the
how many
stampede.
are coming toward us? How many are coming
No,
toward
they're
us?
going the opposite direction. They're going towards the bunker.
Although you could, if you wanted, you have
thought
block
they
men
were
go
coming
to total
towards
recall.
us.
Never mind.
I thought they were coming towards us.
No, they're moving towards. Oh yeah,
bunker.
that's right. You were.
Oh,
no.
we in the? No, we're in the
they're
barn.
Different buildings. You're in a barn, bunker.
They're going that way.
They're going towards
from
the bunker.
house to bunker. You're in the barn.
All right. I
You're
think we
watching this, and they're just getting closer and closer.
I think we should stampede them. I'd like to ride a cow and have my hoe and like play polo.
No beer and no tea makes Scott something, something, something. Hashtag hack attack.
Thank you, chat.
That's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I will, so I will I tell Arnold that some of us would like to ride the cow. I will, of course, ride Arnold with permission. Excellent.
And I want the next sturdiest cow.
But who are you right now?
Jerry Reed.
You can hop on top of Dwayne.
Great.
Jerry will hop on top. Great. So we're going to ride them into glorious battle. We will ride the cows.
I'm picturing
There's
the warg
one
attack.
for you too, John. You can hop on top of one.
Fine, I will take something
Take
to
David.
use a baton because I have a melee attack in case we need to do that. So I will grab something off of a wall. There's got to be an axe handle or
There's
something.
hose and
I assume there's rope as well.
forks and rope.
Nobody thinks, nobody knew, no one imagined the great cow guru. Cows are one hashtag meta point.
Thank you, Chad.
Because I'm a rodeo
Welcome
star.
in as a sub. I forget someday we need to get the sub dance on this show. I don't know why we've never had it.
Oh yeah, we
should
can do
figure
the
that
sub
out.
dance.
Sub dance.
Sub dance
for days.
That's not what it sounds like.
Sub dance for
I'm
days.
very proud of this well thought out plan that you have come up with. Change places. Hashtag
Thank you, Chad.
That's fantastic.
I'm not going to drop it right now, Chad, and the reason I'm not going to, and it's not that I'm trying to undercut you, Rabbit Wombat, is because right now actually, some of them are in different locations, so it's true. We could wind up with some of you not.
Yeah.
I was thinking that all the jury was together, but that's not true.
That's not true. So you could drop it.
Bleep it. Sure.
Let me just state though that if we are dropping it, the fisherman, because he was being possessed by Rosie.
Yeah.
There's a loose lasso around Arnold, and he is standing on the cow. It's not just riding the cow, because she is a rodeo star.
Yeah.
So he will find himself.
I'm going to level with you the way that you have endowed Carl over the last 3 episodes. He could totally ride that cow without you. Like,
I mean, we'll see.
I'm just saying, like, you've set him up that this guy's amazing.
Well, he's good on boats, so Rocky,
Yeah, totally. He's got skills.
Just letting you know that Rosie was in a standing position.
I love it.
To epically
I would expect and hope for nothing less.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy.
Pull the
Everybody
rope.
roll a d12.
lasso. Oh God. Oh, I'm someone new. I've never played.
I think I'm the broken stockbroker.
Did you get a 2?
Kevin. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
you're the
I'm
broken
Kevin, too.
stockbroker.
So am I.
Are all 3 of us stuck in his head?
Wait.
In the basement.
Kevin is
He's gonna
8.
stop doing drugs real soon.
So where are you? What'd you get?
8.
8.
8.
And a 2?
2.
Oh, I want to make this work. I want to make this work.
How are the 3 of them inside of one body, inside of the basement, gonna make that work?
Kevin's a
Stockbroker's in the basement
now.
too, right?
You know anything?
2?
The stockbroker, yeah.
I think I am in the basement too.
Yeah, we're now back in the basement right before the stampede.
And what has that alien done to these poor people?
But I can sort of speak the language now.
Kevin is now the ultimate human. He can do anything.
Yeah, now hold on. If he's in the same brain as everybody, they can all speak the language. If him
Sure.
being in the alien,
Yeah,
you know
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah.
We would transfer it.
Yeah, what happens is some of your synapses, whatever sort of magical mumbo techno jumble, it does happen that you find yourselves all able to roughly speak the
Poor Kevin.
cetacean language. It is spread like a virus
I love
from Scott over to Rosie and to John.
I would like to retcon that is spreading over because I fixed it in post and I'm getting no credit for having done the work of learning it.
I don't know what that means. So you're.
So I don't understand what I know you're using your buffs, but I don't understand how you're using them.
I'm saying that I used my buff 2 minutes ago in order to make sure that they learned it as well.
Gotcha.
But that I get no credit for having put in all the work to learn that language
I
on
see
my
what
own.
you're saying. That does, yes.
Very nice.
That
They're
makes
just going to
sense.
know it and have no idea why.
Yes, it
Yeah, we just
magically
understand it.
Happened, and
Because
that was
of irony.
weak. There we go.
Oh, poor Kevin. He's gonna try to go 3 different directions. 4, probably.
I think what I'm going to have you do is, okay, I know how we're going to do this. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Now,
all 3 of us rolled it.
why am I wounded? What happened?
Because So, in a previous episode when things were slightly more crazy,
Are you asking as Jenica or as Sarah?
I'm asking as Jenica.
Yeah, so I would like Rosie to explain what she did to me.
Now, what do you mean slightly less crazy? I have been in 3 different bodies in the last 10 minutes.
I mean, when things before now were slightly crazier, I may have tried to lasso something,
A flying saucer.
a flying saucer, and then might have used a harpoon, and he might have, it went through his leg. The harpoon, what did
You harpooned my character?
Well, I was in him by then.
Right.
So we switched. She then harpooned him, but I was able to use
He
him
was
as
flying away.
Yeah.
But then I might have on the bus. We might have used the harpoon leg to help get radio signal
Right.
to
Basically,
the aliens.
You turned him into an antenna.
It was at a time
You have 5
when
hit
we
points
were
left.
scared.
I have 5.
Yeah.
We were getting attacked by aliens. It was all very new, so we just went with whatever we wanted.
We basically both used this body for.
So you are downstairs right now with Sylvester and Linda.
Now it's your turn.
Kevin.
Finish him off.
And Michael. And I need to get myself. So Carl is with the horses,
Cows.
cows,
I'm so sad I'm not with Arnold.
and Maya.
I'm sure we'll go back.
Chris, do you think
Maybe.
Sarah, Chris,
If
do
we
you think
get
Sarah
enough
will be good at
identity
finishing Michael off?
We'll see how this all goes.
I could do the motion again.
I
Oh, but your
forget.
injury is fine because it was cauterized.
Yeah.
So I'm not still bleeding.
You're not still
No.
bleeding out, but you are very wounded and not able
Your
to
leg
move
is
quickly.
effed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I limp.
Oh,
So a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Worse than worse than Carl the fisherman.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just limps because he's a fisherman.
So when you guys lead back into the basement and such, you do take a moment to take stock of the situation. The other juror members who had been downstairs and had been kind of left in charge of the situation without you, they were able to keep Gus pinned down
Holy
and
shit!
such.
Good for them.
And actually, Gus is now dead.
Oh.
Well, hey, good job.
Us too?
Slug Gus too.
Oh, good.
There was a bit of a panic attack. Everyone kind of freaked out because there's an alien invasion.
And the slug came out of the
And we
guy's
had no
nose.
metapilots around anymore. We just had normal, everyday human beings
Sure.
who have been watching all of this through semi-aware eyeballs. And so, when given the first chance to act, hit it with a stick. And in this case, that meant a large CRV television or CRT television. So when you come back, it's not so much, it's Gus's body, but there's a very large monitor where his head used to be.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
And no one's really
Can't
taking
blame him.
credit for it. It just kind of happened. That's how it's being described.
Okay.
I let them know that there is no judgment. So we need to get out of here.
Yeah, something's about to go down upstairs and we need to be a part of it. So,
Oh, I have powerlifting.
I would like to argue. Oh no, I can't argue
Can I
that.
powerlift the hatch?
You're so wounded in the leg. And remember, they're all coming right now towards you.
there are only 2 of us.
No.
Because she's in
remember,
one body.
all of the
They're all coming towards us. We're still underneath, but they're coming towards the
You're
bunker.
back in
I
the
didn't know we
bunker.
were. I don't know where we are.
And there are 2 of us.
3 of us.
Her,
3 of you
and
in
the
one
3 of us are
body.
in one body.
Yep.
And so it's 2 of us. 2 bodies.
You have
that we
two,
Bodies.
2 avatars who are on their own.
Right.
You 3 are in one.
I find this incredibly offensive at a core level. I would like to punch myself in the face until those 2 leave this body.
No.
Everyone give me a
I-
single D12 roll.
Who's
See
in charge?
who-
Right?
I do not want to punch myself in the face. I rolled a 1.
2.
9.
Up top. Oh.
Rosie's in charge. She does not allow the punching to happen. You find yourself with no control yet again in
We
your
are
body.
boys, we are not doing this.
You are able to talk to one another, which is going to get really annoying for you quickly.
Could they be talking out of his mouth so that I can hear it?
Yeah, they are.
And I'm, as a psychiatrist, by the way, just enjoying the heck out of it. Like,
And we all have to try to imitate the same voice. So let's pick a voice
God,
to use for
what's
Kevin.
the voice?
Sylvester says, "We got to get out of here. This is dangerous. We can't stay down
I'm
here.
Michael? Me?
There's no food."
Do I know what the aliens' plan was? Because I had been listening to them as they were approaching this house.
They were going to come down here and just slaughter the whole group. They felt that was the best move.
The aliens are going to come down here and kill all of us right now.
Well, duh. Okay, look, we all know that they have a little slug friend up their nose who clearly controls something because we killed the slug and then she died. So if we go for the slug things,
Decapitation. It's got to be the way.
that
Decapitate.
would work.
The slugs are wrapped around a very particular part of the brain. A clever pick to the back of the head, directly into the area where the slug is inhabiting, could also have
Base
a
of
more.
the brainstem.
That
Also
sounds
possible.
excellent. Luckily, we are playing Kevin, who has knife attacks,
And gun combat.
so we could knife
Oh, that's
him.
true. You're in the gangbanger right now.
And stealth and sleight
He's
of
also a
hand.
gang banger.
Yeah, Kevin does have some gang affiliation.
And hey, this guy's a gamer.
He hasn't shown up yet, but I mean, working at a video store only pays so much.
That's
He does
true.
burglary, so Kevin could just.
Deals, and he's got a bit of a side job.
We could stealth ourselves near the top of the ladder with a pick and just jab each one of them as they come down in the back of the neck.
And I'm gonna take a defensive position with a gun because I have a gun.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
We could also do like make it kind of a movie thing, right? They expect what if we like Weekend at Bernie's the woman, right? Like we set them up so like when they open the trap door, like they see the feet, right? Like so then they're gonna come down one by one,
And we get.
and then we can get them one by one.
Right
So
in the neck.
I'm gonna set my timer, and
It's a
you
dex
have
check.
1 minute, and then they're gonna start coming in.
Hey, did the stampede not do anything? Freaking Arnold.
Don't know yet.
Do not.
You guys aren't up there to do anything with the stampede.
Okay,
Arnold and I spoke. Arnold knows the plan.
so Rosie, could you kindly move this body over into position?
I'm gonna love this, by the way, when chat drops another dirty dozen on you right before you do your latest plan, and we wind up with you scattered again. Please, chat. Please, I want this to happen.
Okay, Rosie ties him up like this, or whoever
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna tell the other people to
Set the.
because there's
puppet
other
scene.
people who are not metapiloted.
Sylvester is tough. He can help you with whatever you
Okay.
want.
Right, we
Linda-
just need to set up so that when they
Linda's
look down
got-
the hole, they
Yeah, she
see
can help
the
two of
feet
them.
of their
Yep.
people.
I'm gonna be behind the Weekend at Bernie's person.
Do we have any women? We have Linda down here.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna like shoot out from underneath like an armpit or something.
Oh,
And,
we're
and
down here too.
Sylvester has performing arts, so he's going to be able to make it an awesome, believable scene.
Excellent. Also, if we can speak their language when it opens, we as Kevin can say,
Yeah,
"Come on down."
that's right. That's absolutely right. So we
It's
will
safe.
we will invite them down. Come on down. It's safe.
Okay, so
Initiative.
They got tied up. The people, they're Weekend at Bernie's.
oh, so you're at a Weekend at Bernie's, the dead
Yes.
two.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're up. So like if they open the
Yeah.
thing, they can see their feet. It looks like
Okay,
they're
Gus has
standing.
no head.
But
No,
we
but
use,
just they can't. If they open that trap door,
Yeah.
they can't see the whole room,
Yeah.
but they can see their feet, and we could.
So Sylvester's smart.
them.
He's setting a scene with them while we're preparing behind the ladder to next
we can
step.
speak the
You're
language.
gonna
so
try
we
and
can-
bluff them down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if they have no head, I could just use my head because all people probably look the same,
Same to them.
them.
That's true.
Yeah, because they're racist as well.
It's an interstellar problem.
Species.
I feel that I should give you a hint here and point out also that you could bluff them also that any of you were
Already dead?
them.
an alien.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but we need. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that too. Just we just want them to come down
Yeah.
one at a time.
I'm just saying, like, Kevin, you could, the three of you all know the language, which
Yeah.
means that you have the ability now to try and be
That's why I
like.
said, "Come on
Come
down."
down, say, okay,
That's
yeah.
what we're- yeah,
I
that's
know
what
something
we're
we do. Okay,
We have a
okay,
plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
It might be a bad plan, but it's our plan.
I love it. It's a beautiful plan. I love it when a plan comes together.
Everything's fine down here.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's what Sylvester's moving arm. They're like moving arms.
That's right.
Yeah, like
So
puppets. It's
Sylvester
great.
has this.
What? Having a good
so-
time. Come
Yeah.
on.
That's so good.
Just hanging out. What's up? What's up? Oh, no. 3.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so you,
The goal is to get them down there so we can stab them in the necks.
As they're coming down. We're set. We're ready. Let's do
If the
this.
stab fails, I'm shooting them.
So you start hearing some noises up on
down.
top, and the sound of heavy objects being moved around and such, and then the trap door kicks open. And you start hearing the sound.
We talk back.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going back and forth.
The pluperfect. Use the pluperfect.
Tell me to use the fucking pluperfect.
So each one of you roll a d12. Low roll is in charge for this first action.
Oh, not me.
5.
10.
11.
You're in charge.
John, you're in charge, so what do you say?
What I say to them?
Yeah.
And so we're doing the birdies.
You're doing it. I'm going to just give it to you. Use the right voice and for the right perfect or whatever.
Rosie does not think we should use the pluperfect.
Okay, the passive paraphrastic.
That's fine.
I will dangle my participles if you keep. I will run some gerunds up in this.
Okay, just don't use middle voice.
Can they at least be gerundives?
Oh, good God.
Need some help. These humans need to get them wrapped up, brought back up topside. Somebody come down here. But one at a time. It's really tight down here. Yeah. Just one of you at a time, please. Come on down.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. How are you a SWAT member and so bad at this?
That's the language.
That's good. No, that's good.
Give me a seduction check, please.
What?
Seduction against Kevin's seduction?
Yeah.
Kevin
No,
gets-
John's got seduction.
Oh, well, right.
You're
okay.
way leaning towards him right now. Give me a 2d10 roll for John's seduction check.
Now, okay. Am I seducing a female alien?
You will not get a bonus.
A female alien?
You will not get a bonus,
No.
but you'll still be using your base.
We don't know
12.
anything about the sexual.
10, so I beat it by 2.
Awesome. Yeah, they sounds good. And they start coming down the ladder,
One by
somehow
one.
leaving you one by one. And they can only go down one by one on the
Stop
ladder.
it!
But they come down
Come on.
and they
So as they come down, I would like to point out, as they come down, since we have other people here who, do they walk normally like humans when they're
they walk
slugs?
normally. Yeah.
Oh, great. So like, I assume we told them like act normal, right? So they're gonna pull that person, not pull, but like guide them away from the trapdoor area view line, and then stop.
Yeah.
All right, who's stabbing?
Because we don't want the stab. We're smart enough to know you don't do the stab right. You got to pull them away so they keep coming down. And right when they notice the stab is when they get stabbed. That's how this works.
Now, I want to say.
It's an assembly line, like a cow slaughterhouse.
Exactly.
Now, we've been
We learned
saying.
this at the rodeo.
Boom.
There's a group of them up there, right?
Yeah, they're all coming down.
Okay.
One at a time, like
One
you
at a
said.
time.
Cool. Okay.
Somebody stab him!
So the first one comes down, and it is.
Yeah, who is it?
First one comes down, and it is a name that I had right here. It's Bobby.
It's Bob.
Bobby
Well, okay,
comes
great.
down the stairs, and
Once he's out of sight of the trapdoor, we stab.
okay. Who's doing the stab?
Well, let's see who's the best. Who would be the best at?
I thought you worked out your entire plan earlier.
Well, but then you said that John's in charge.
I know. Well, he was to talk right.
John's
Yeah.
in
So
Well,
Kevin-
we have Kevin has a knife attack, so I assume it was Kevin.
Okay, so Kevin's doing the attack. Kevin, give me the roll.
Scott was able to tell us exactly where it is. They're all Kevin. Which one of them do you want to roll?
Oh, the three of you. Everyone
Yes.
roll a d12. Low roll makes gets the attack.
7.
6.
3.
You're attacking.
Oh, good. You
Jack,
know.
give me the attack.
You know where it is.
Now, it is a surprise attack, right? Is that just in these rule sets?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a bonus.
Okay.
I succeeded by 1.
By 1.
Plus whatever bonus you give me.
Yeah. Okay, you do. You managed to stick it in there really quick.
Phrasing.
Bigger
Yes!
than you expected.
That was so good.
But as soon as Bobby leaves the ladder area, he immediately gets ganked in the back, and on the back of the head.
I'll,
That was messy.
I'll stomp whatever comes out of his nose.
Sideways.
It's like you got hit with a ballista.
And I'm guessing you've got Sylvester there with you,
Oh, yeah.
since he's the biggest and toughest.
Oh, he's catching the body so that there isn't a plop.
Throw it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's catching him. Now, here's the question. When the knife goes in, does it come back out with a slug?
Or does the slug still come out of the nose and then I have to stomp it?
Nothing has
I
come
would
out with the
say
knife.
you've simply severed the connection of the slug has with
We'll find
the
out.
body.
All right, so let's
Okay, we'll find out.
So there's one down.
There's
let's
one.
keep going.
Keep going.
So then, then B starts coming down the stairway
Okay.
or down the ladder.
And it's great because they have to come down backwards.
Yeah, they can't really watch what they're doing here.
Yeah,
Perfect.
great.
Hey, B.
So each one of you give me a D12 to see who's
How
in
you
charge.
doing?
2.
7.
He's being a puppet.
Ah,
You're the puppet.
2.
Sorry.
Both are in charge.
You both got a 2?
Yeah.
So each one of you roll a. So you can roll a D8. You could, or what would your attack roll be on?
On a D8.
What is your? If you do the stabby stab, what are you? I don't know if you're using your avatar, or your pilot abilities. What did you use last
We were
time?
using Kevin.
So you were
unless
using
you have a
your
knife.
avatar.
No, I'm using my.
He has to use his pilot. He's
I'm
all the
using
way
my pilot. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a D8.
Yep.
John, go ahead and roll a D10. Because I'm assuming you're using your pilot.
Yes.
Okay, the D8, please.
8.
An 8 plus 1 is a 9. And what does
Alright.
Kevin's
7.
knife work? Do either one of you have a Patreon bonus you've not used yet?
You know, we have one cheat code.
That's not enough.
Not enough.
It's not
Have
enough.
you used your Patreon bonus yet?
Yeah.
I can assist a
You use your
teammate with their action and they get a 5-point bonus.
Suck it!
I'll allow it.
He is a
For one,
teammate.
for
You
this
just happen to be in the same body.
Yes, you do. You managed to get B as well, and
Alright.
she crumples to the ground.
And Sylvester tosses him on the other body.
Yeah.
Huh?
Catches like.
I'm watching the bodies, by the way, to make sure no slugs come out, and if they do, I'm going to stomp them.
Yeah. So then Billy starts coming down.
Bodies at the floor.
You need D12s again for that? Sorry.
Sorry,
They will
Chad.
hear that.
No, he was. That was.
It was
I know.
It was,
So each one of you needs to roll a D12 again.
D12.
6.
9.
9. 9.
So give me your attack roll. This is on Scott's roll.
1 plus 1.
Yeah.
That is a
That
critical
one really
success.
well.
I don't know what this
You
roll
just
for.
critted the shit out of that.
Mark, you can go ahead and make the slaughter sound. Good. There you go. Then Bud starts coming down.
All right, another D12.
This plan is the great.
9.
10.
10.
2 and 3.
So 5. I want that die. It's amazing. I should have kept it at our house.
So that's a 4th, unless I failed on a 5.
Well, you've also been making a lot of attacks here, and there's eventually a point at which they start
All right.
not being completely stupid.
And at that point,
No, because we're doing some awesome puppeteering.
right? We are. But Chris,
Hey!
at the point when they realize what's happening, we are going to hide behind the mound of dead bobs.
Well played. That was awful, but well played. What do you do? You get Bud.
That was
As well.
really good. That was good.
Who's next?
Are there any more of them?
Yep, Debbie starts coming down the ladder.
Oh, freaking Debbie.
I never liked Debbie. Hey, girl!
She kicked me in the
6.
face.
Come on down
7.
here.
Roll.
Everything's. Oh, sorry.
Hey, you want to attack this time?
2.
His turn.
Your turn.
You get to it. You get to stab her.
Yay.
All right.
We're doing a good
roll
job
your
of
tens.
sharing this body.
Or you could use. God, wait. Does John have knife?
He's a SWAT guy.
Well, I have melee attack.
Does that count for a knife? No, it has to be knife specifically, doesn't it?
Melee.
No, 'cause I get a bonus for baton,
It would
but
be
if
a
I-
bonus for baton. He can still use melee for his knife. Yeah, absolutely.
Because that melee is better. You could use a meta point, go over one tip, so you get to use your D8s.
Oh, I haven't moved over yet. That's right.
Yeah, so if you move over,
gonna
use your
meta
D8s,
myself and go,
and then, but
"Shoo-boy."
you're fine because John could use his unarmed attack, which is 11, which is
Yeah.
going to be better than the 7 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do that.
That's a great idea.
All right, so I do that. Oh, 8.
Jenica and I approved this message.
You need 2 of them though.
Yeah, the parenthetical is just a bonus. It's not the only thing you can use.
Great.
So the parenthetical, you're 1 point better with it.
Haha, 2.
He got double ones. This plan is so good.
I'm so glad you've been here to vouch for his roles and you've been here to vouch for mine.
Wow. Yeah, so you can go ahead and line through number 5.
I liked it.
So I stabbed him through the brainstem so hard the head pops off and hits the guy upstairs.
As well. And she drops to the ground.
Wow.
And then I need you
So we
all
should cross
to
her
roll initiative. Yep, go ahead and cross out number 5.
Number 5. She's done.
Debbie's
Done.
dead.
Debbie
Oh man,
deceased.
she was sleeping with the senator. She's gonna be really upset.
Or the
Yep.
senator is going to be upset.
No, he isn't.
What you want? Initiative?
I want initiative from everybody, yeah.
That's 2 of them.
Oh, look at the dead. Hi there, dead. Behind more, dead. Talk about dead. Any more dead bodies, we will have to make a taxidermy roll to make puppets. For a terrible way to make a wrap. Hashtag that pointless. Pile on, shall we?
Thank you.
I love it.
I have a
Thank you,
17.
chat.
Also, there's no Dirty Dozen on the horizon, so we're like, we might actually get more than one plan done here.
That is a
5 of your initiative.
shitty CV. You got a 5, so you roll it. You have to roll it.
Roll 2d12 and then add your
2d12 and then
pilot's
add your
ACV.
Oh, so 13.
Okay.
I have a
Anyone?
12.
12.
17.
20.
God, these are terrible initiatives.
I rolled really low this time.
I did too. I'm like, thanks, D12s.
Yeah. I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Assuming they get to go first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one time you want to roll high. I rolled 2 12s.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you get tired of us killing your aliens?
Well, we took out 4 of them.
You took out 5.
We took out 5 of them.
Good job.
That's
Yeah.
like,
One at a time is helpful.
once the cows come home,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Are the cows going to chase them into the house?
I don't know. Arnold has his mission, and we will see what Arnold does.
Arnold's smart.
He is.
Arnold's smart, but it required the rest of the jury to carry out the action with the
Arnold
cows.
wouldn't just lead the pack knowing what the plan is.
Arnold can't open the barn door.
I peeked, and I
that's
never
true.
said I shut it. I
true.
purposefully
Okay.
didn't say I shut it.
Okay.
If you go back in the tape, you'll see my brain.
Something about a hashtag or Cheetos, and so here you go.
Cheetos?
Dirty dozen. Dirty dozen.
Oh, that's terrible timing.
Thank you, chat.
No! Unless
We
you
thought
send me
you were
back
our
to
friend.
Arnold. No, that's fine. Send me back to Arnold.
What is happening over there?
Yeah.
Crack.
Congratulations. We finally killed an avatar, and it wasn't completely Scott's fault. Debbie down, man. Debbie down. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Yeah, Debbie's
Gotcha.
down.
Yeah, Debbie.
Debbie down. Debbie
Everybody
downer.
roll 12.
Okay.
And I think I left a copy of the other Metapod. Oh.
Oh, shit.
I'm the pro wrestler now.
I'm Michael Stone.
I'm the flight attendant, Christina.
Oh, no one's been Christina.
I'm Debbie Callahan.
Oh, no, someone's been Christina.
yeah, what?
Because she is a corpse.
Oh, is Christina in the barn? She has riding.
Does she?
Yeah.
Look into Arnold's eyes.
Just give me a second. To
They're
catch
brown
up with
pools.
Yeah.
Christina is
Me.
Scott
I'm Linda Hersley.
Hersley,
The
That is
mom
gonna be-
/ ER nurse.
John, and then Jenica. You got Sylvester. Is that right?
Yes, I'm a semi-pro wrestler.
Okay. And then I need to grab one sheet of paper. Just 1 second.
I'm powerlifting some humans. That's all I want to do.
How unprofessional.
You could do like you could like up there on the ground, do like lift him up and then do a power bomb.
So
That's
I'm
been
in-
very popular lately.
I'm in the barn.
Or you could Nia Jax it like last night on No Mercy and do the double Samoan drop.
Whoa.
Sorry, it's really cool.
I'm in the barn. You're downstairs. Where are you two?
I'm Michael. I'm downstairs.
You're downstairs. Where are you?
So everybody, I want you to look at your bonus list of
Oh.
possible avatars.
Yes.
And
bonus.
it turned out that the jury pool, it wasn't just the jury pool. There were some other people hanging out with them as well. Specifically, Patricia Borden.
Yeah, A.
Yeah.
A.
The murderer.
She is now number 5.
Oh, she
So does that mean when he rolled 5, he should now be Patricia?
Yes, you are now Patricia.
You're Patricia. Way to go.
the not murderer, hopefully?
Everything we have seen thus far has indicated that she did not commit murder.
Oh yeah, she didn't do it. I mean,
She was framed.
It was an accident.
So there's
copy
aliens
was-
and a murderer?
This copy was supposed to be mine anyway.
she didn't do it.
Okay.
It was an accident.
What's going on, Chris?
Oh, I had forgotten to put a copy of the other avatars in here for me, and it turns out that that folder had 2 copies, so I just found mine. Okay, so Rosie, you are now Michael Stone, the very heavily wounded stockbroker. Jenica, you are Sylvester Agason, the
Yes.
bodybuilder, so you were still downstairs. Rosie, you were still downstairs.
Patricia.
Scott, you are Christina Hart, the flight attendant. You are in the barn.
Oh, yeah.
And Patricia, played by John, you are also in the barn. Just had you guys roll initiative, have everybody's initiatives.
Out of curiosity, is this the same barn where we stored the Fraggin' Wagon?
No, different one.
Okay.
Are we rule of cooling at any time?
We will. Okay. We will. I just need a second.
Okay.
I need to look up one more thing.
He has a plan.
I believe him. I just can't deal with this music. It's invaders.
John,
If there is another one, Blue Banded B, the answer is yes.
we're going to be
the answer
riding
is
some
yes.
cows here.
Yes. Yes.
But maybe we can wire their brains together first.
Wire what?
No.
We're talking about some cows. Cows.
Look at all those meta points. Let's use some. I'm going to.
Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. So, 2 of you are downstairs in the basement.
Yep.
2 of you are in the barn getting ready to launch your cow offensive. Your cattle offensive.
They're ready to get moving.
How offensive?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ready to hoof it out of here.
Nice. Oy. Man, I really wanted to. Never mind. So, just as you are preparing to.
Oh, you should take the dirty dozen off. Sorry, because we used it.
Oh, we did use the dirty dozen. That's right.
Just in case someone else wants to, make our lives even more interesting
Yes.
and chaotic.
Welcome
They know
back,
they
Resub.
Brain.
Yeah, I'm doing math in my head right now and figuring how all these things are going to work. 'Cause there's other pieces of the puzzle that they've dropped that I want to try and fit in here as well, and let everyone do all of their things. Plus, we gotta mind the gap.
Can't do math. You're a biology major.
Psychology.
Psychology,
Minor in biology.
minor biology.
Ah,
Nice memory. It's been years. Well played. Yeah. So as you are looking out from the barn, and the cows are getting restless because they wanted to charge earlier and they didn't get a chance to. You hear, and we're going to keep the initiative even though I had you roll it prematurely. It's embarrassing. Sorry. It happens to everyone. Those of you who are up top, you hear an odd kind of whirling sound,
Oh, God.
like a
Tornado?
spaceshipy, flying saucery kind of sound.
Like that, but not actually that. Actually that.
And a saucer starts coming down to the middle of the compound.
Hashtag MetaPoint on the weight on a scale. A dog's
Jen.
side of jail, a poet to hail. What am I?
I'm a weight on a scale, a dog's kind of jail, a poet to hail, what am I?
I'd have to write it down.
Park.
A dog's kind of jail?
That's a pound.
It's pound.
Pound park.
Oh, it's a pound. It's a pound.
Yes.
Wait, a poet to hail. Is there a poet? Who's a hail?
Ezra Pound.
Ezra Pound, yeah. Well played. Boom, and this little energy beam appears. And then floating down from there, 2 figures. One of them. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to make this work. The spaceship is black with red stripes.
That changes everything.
Black with red stripes.
Yeah.
Kind of like the A-Team van.
Yeah, you're good. And 4 aliens beam down from it.
Okay. In alien form?
These are aliens like the ones that you had seen on the view screen. Who's
Okay.
up top? I forget.
We are.
You
They
two.
are.
So you see these 4 creatures,
With the gross eyeballs.
and on the view screen, remember they had these giant eyeball heads, and they had mean sharp. Oh, they didn't have mean sharp pointy teeth. But as they come beaming down to the ground and touch down, there are 4 of them. One is, they each have a shell around their head, a helmet, like seems to be glass or something similar, and
yet one of them has a mohawk
floating
on?
around inside. And it does. This one actually, his eye stalks are kind of forming like a mohawky kind of set up the way they are.
Oh my god,
And he has a whole bunch of gold
really excited.
regalia bling around, and he's clearly one of the stockier versions of the group.
Oh my god, I'm
But
so...
let me guess. He's currently unconscious because they couldn't get him to fly unless he was unconscious.
Boom, exactly.
As soon as he touched down, he woke back up. Yeah.
But they had to knock him out first.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You're right. He is unconscious. I didn't think about that. So he lands.
I hear that back there.
Another one comes down, and he is holding a. He comes down, and he is surprisingly handsome for an alien. For this,
I'm really excited about the fan art for the Alien A-Team.
Looking alien with the big bulb head.
Yeah.
And you could say he's the face of the group, if you would. A third one comes down and is, what do I want to say? He is somehow looks to be. It's almost like he looks like he's wearing
so
his robes are all white.
Can I say, I can forget fully the guy's name. I want to high five you and punch you in the face at the same time.
Oh, for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, you get a high five and a punch in the face. Congratulations.
Sorry, I got to figure out how to make all these things work right now. And the fourth one that comes down is why can't I think of who? You got face. Oh, Murdoch.
Do you need the picture?
I was forgetting Murdoch for some reason. I was thinking there was a fifth that was not Murdoch, and I don't want to use what's his butt, the guy who showed up in the last season, the annoying little guy. Remember his
Carry
name?
on, please.
The Scott.
No, I can't remember what he is. Anyway, no, it isn't the pilot. Instead, the fourth one comes down and is dressed in purple robes. It has purple skin for some reason, as well as the eye stockies.
So excited.
And this one, as soon as it lands on the ground, gracefully adopts kind of like a catiform. And Jenica, it's a shame you aren't up on top, because you noticed that, as those of you who were there, it's the two of you, so you won't catch the reference. But this one has a pad of paper sticking out of its back pocket.
Okay.
Almost like a poet's writing stash or something. And so you following this? There's these 4 of them.
We follow.
Yeah.
Go.
4 aliens. Got it.
Yeah, 4 aliens. One's unconscious.
Yeah.
And they charge you. And meanwhile, those of you downstairs, the alien slugs,
Yeah.
they weren't necessarily all killed by
And
the
right.
stabbies.
Did they come out of the
2 of them
noses?
were, but 3 of them were not. And so 3 of the nosy things come out and do an area attack.
There's just
So I
3.
need a defensive check from the ladies downstairs. Ugh.
You need a defensive check?
Yes, please.
No.
To make this work.
Oh, so
Nope.
we have 6 meta points though.
I like this song.
I know.
Can I use a meta point?
Absolutely.
I'd like to use 1 to go over to my 8. Because her DCB.
Yeah, I know. Mine are terrible.
Success.
I missed mine.
I beat it by 2.
You are not stunned. You are stunned.
That means I'm the only one who can move, correct? I have
And
to
then
wait
the 4
though.
who landed up on top, the ninja one, I'm just going to call her the Ninja One because she seems to be Ninja-esque.
Wait, before, can I?
Oh, and I should tell you that while on the viewfinders, when you're looking at them.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, sir?
Oh, I just have a 1 reroll per session. Can I reroll so that I can not be stunned?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, then I'm also going to spend a meta point and roll 8s.
Nice.
Much better.
I still didn't make it.
You have another reroll, don't you? Have you guys ever noticed that all of your avatars have rerolls that you've never used?
Well, sometimes we don't need to or want to.
I'm just making sure you see it.
Nope.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. You have any more to burn through?
I have one more.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it,
I
never
made
gonna
it.
get it. Now she gonna
There you
get
go.
it.
She got there. So the aliens up on top, when they land down, despite what you would see on the viewfinder, I'll just let you know right now that they are each about 3 feet tall. They have green skin, except for the one who has purple skin. They have a melted frog-like face, huge eyes on very short stalks, gives them about 360-degree vision. These glass-like bulbs over their heads connected to suits. The bulbs seem to have some sort of sloshing liquid around inside of them and such. Their faces are disgusting and such. And you see, those of you on top, floating around in the in this fluid are little thread-like, flake-like bits of something that every once in a while one of them will start going and like suck it into their mouth. Can you do the fish lips thing? That they start doing that, and then they like suck in the little flakes. So you guys downstairs are not stunned, but those of you who are upstairs, you have 3, because the 4th one, yes, you're right, would be unconscious. They had to knock him out in order for him to make the trip. They should know better than to travel with that guy.
And they have to bring him along.
So they're charging the barn?
They're charging you guys, those of you who are up top with the cattle.
Okay.
So there are 3 aliens and a purple ninja?
One, yeah.
All right.
One of them is charging, and the other one is one is charging. The other 2 have pulled out their little blaster thingies that look like these giant pistols with, circle, typical ray gun blaster thingies, and they point them at the barn. And I need each one of you to give me a defensive check. If you are upstairs, what do I roll? And we're gonna push through this.
You're in D8s, so roll that twice. So probably your DCB is 6. Who's your person right now?
2, wherever you are, so you're 8, so 2d8.
So no, you didn't make
And
it.
you have to get under 8. But you have 2 defenses as well,
I failed.
just so you know.
You failed?
Roll twice.
Okay.
Unless I get a reroll.
Defend twice with
You have a reroll for your avatar. Go for it.
Right.
So
is it
10, so he didn't make the first one.
He gets a reroll for his avatar. If
He does get a reroll though.
No.
No.
So I still did.
So miss the first one. Does he attack more than once?
No,
Oh, there's a cheat code. You could totally use the cheat code and do it.
Make it.
And then you'd make it.
Cool, you make it. That is
Thank you, Chad.
good. So neither one of you feels like your innards and studs are going to vibrate into a pool of liquid.
Yay!
So you manage to survive.
So are we at the point where
The
we
ninja
can...
one comes running forward, and even though she has the ability to do these sorts of awesome kicks, instead she decides to run up and try to catch both of you with her legs and coconut your legs together using her powerful Dickinsonian thighs.
Hey! She does not have those.
I didn't make the hack attack.
Oh,
Oh, I should drop that hack attack. There you go. I already did.
I see now, Chad.
Frankie, yes, Postulant. Frankie, that was the annoying guy. Frankie, the guy who showed up in the last season of A-Team. Remember him?
No, I don't remember.
Anyway.
Oh, because it's so annoying, I don't remember him.
So we're being attacked by the alien team.
Yes, you're being attacked by the alien team.
I caught up. Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'm laughing on the inside.
I'm dying from that ever personally. But yeah, she comes running up, and I need another defensive check from each one of. Actually, no, I don't, because I rolled like crap. Never mind. She comes up with her 3-foot stubby long body, which means her feet are like her legs are not that long. She comes up trying to do a really stupid move for someone of that stature. Goes hiya, but in cetacean speak, and fails. So she actually lands on the ground in front of you.
Great.
She didn't think it through. It's almost like I didn't create her.
Huh.
You know? So I had to just roll
So that
with it.
was the aliens initiative?
That was the aliens initiative. Now it's your turn. Rule of cool.
Excellent. Oh, sorry.
So we each declare what we're gonna do?
And we're,
Yes.
we're down in the basement?
Correct.
And I'm stunned. No,
you're not.
I
You made
unstunned
it.
myself.
You
Right.
have
That's
3
right.
of these slug creatures downstairs. You have 3 life-size aliens of a different color upstairs.
Okay.
Do you guys know how the rule of cool works?
We each declare what we want.
Yeah,
What
okay,
we
good.
want to do, and then Chat decides who gets.
What order do you want us to go in, Mr. Odie?
You guys can do whatever order you want for figuring out what you would like to
Does
do.
anyone else know what they're doing?
Sure.
Because I do. You can,
No, go ahead.
Okay.
So I can undermine you.
Excellent. That sounds lovely. I am currently inhabiting the body of Michael Stone.
Correct.
Michael Stone, for now 2 sessions, because this is the third, has been at 5 hit points. And has medically and physically and emotionally, he's been through quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
And so what would happen if I were to win the rule of cool, chat, is that I would use all 4 meta points and I would go completely Avatar because his emotional instability would take over. And then because he's a frat boy and just losing his mind, he is going to eat all of the slugs. Because frat boys, when
they get dared to do
get dared to do stupid stuff all the time, and he knows he's on the verge of death.
Like it.
This is his jumping on the grenade moment.
I like it.
So I will become full Avatar, Michael Stone, jump, he's gonna eat the slugs.
I like it a lot.
We also had no one go full Avatar, really.
All right.
So
I would also spend a meta point, at least for maybe a couple more.
Okay.
And I'm a semi-pro wrestler. I have performing arts skills, climbing skills, and powerlifting human skills. So, because this half-dead person is with me and is a frat boy and seems to be intent on eating slugs, I would pick up Michael, climb with him to the top of something that was
Top of a
climbable,
bookshelf or something, yeah.
and then like we were in a wrestling
Storage
move
unit.
at the top of the ropes, we would dual land on slugs to squish them.
Okay, I get you.
So like
double,
a wrestling.
Yeah. Like a double splash.
you would use, I would be like the flopped one.
Yes. Double splash.
She'd grab me by the underwear and we'd go.
Yeah.
I like it. Either Scott or John, what would you like to propose as your wager for a rule of cool?
Oh, I'd also say something really badass because I have public speaking.
No, Blue, please, I insist.
All right.
Ben is so nice.
Or mean.
He's got some god-awful pun he's gonna drop.
He wants to Matt Vansel this, is what he wants to do.
This is something that has to happen in one round.
Yes.
Physics be damned.
But
But
yeah,
often
it's
rules
rule of cool. It's just
Rule
whatever
of
you
cool,
want.
you can
You come up with
bend
something
it
fun you
a
wanna
little
do.
bit more than usual.
If you win the vote, then it's gonna happen. I mean, if you say you want to run around the planet right now 4 times and eat at every single, frozen yogurt shop that you find
Okay.
on the way, then no, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
But
Okay. So we established that the 4 beam down because we were both top.
yes, and
4
one of them
beam
is
down.
unconscious on the ground.
One of
so
them
they
unconscious
knock him
ground.
out for the trip.
Exactly right.
Thank you for reminding me.
So I go over to him. You noted that he was bedecked in gold.
Uh-huh.
So I grab said gold and the blaster that you said they each have.
Yep.
I use the gold as because gold is a great conductor of electricity and other forms of energy. To be damned. So I use them because I am a computer guy.
Yeah.
I use them to amplify the power of the blaster that he has, and I point it at the alien saucer. Now, since it's using their technology and their own energies magnified by the gold, it should be able to, if not totally destroy, at least disable that ship.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I, speaking the language, am going to calmly sell out everybody and speak with the aliens in exchange for scientific knowledge, tell them that I not only know how to defeat this planet, but how to defeat another that they aren't even aware of.
Okay. That is a choice.
Okay.
wants
You
to
get a
learn all the
synopsis
science.
from each
What do you want?
one. A synopsis from each one of the 4 of you as to what you're putting on the table.
Sell out for science.
So I want to start here and go down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. So,
1.
John, what synopsis of yours is?
Using the gold and blaster from the unconscious alien, take out the alien ship with an amplified alien blast from the blaster.
Okay, 2.
Go full Avatar. Avatar, frat boy out and eat the slugs.
3.
Number 2.
Go full wrestling and use his body as well to smash the slugs while making a badass speech while up on top of the ropes, which are probably a
Cool. 4.
Sell out for science.
Okay, so chat is doing their voting. We will see where this goes.
I have an idea on who in chat is going to vote for him.
A couple of them have. Definitely, it's
They
gotten some
definitely
votes.
have.
We'll see where it goes.
I lost one of my... I've been dropping things all day, so I'm just gonna check
Luchador Jenica. Well, she could go on Lucha Underground. That show is also dope.
That's cool. I've got backup plans.
backup plan.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. We all have to do this no matter what.
It straight up disappeared.
They're voting right
What are we looking
now.
for?
They're placing that vote
D12?
for the rule of cool.
I just straight up lost it. I'm glad my back is working.
Placing that vote.
Here, come back up.
Placing
It's
that
alright.
vote
We'll find it
for
eventually.
The rule of cool. Who will win on this rule?
Look at that, another one.
I know.
Will it be number one?
If it's just you.
Or number four? Will it be number? Sorry, okay, I'm done.
No, I want to hear this song, please.
No.
I actually forgot to write the waffle for tonight, and so I...
Well, there you go. I just waffled for a second. There's a reason I'm not allowed to write the waffles. and you
Winner
just
is
saw it.
Rosie
Yes!
All right.
with 15.
It's because I sang the song.
There
Thank you.
go. Okay, so
Or it's because eating slugs is
Scott, you won the initiative out of the group. So I need you to roll 2d8
I love you.
versus your soul roll.
So all of these
with
now
a
that we
5-point
lost,
penalty.
We get a 5-point penalty. Yours, I think I'm gonna help you out, Sarah.
Okay.
Plan.
all right.
I failed by 6.
Well, now,
By 6, cool. I'll tell you what happens in a second. Jenica, I need you to do your roll, please, with a 5-point penalty.
Oh, good God.
Okay, that's simple enough. John, I need you to give me a roll, in your case, based on what you wanted to do. Let's use,
Hey, Chris.
yeah,
Quick question. Since she was using my body.
you're fine. Don't
Okay.
worry.
So I only have 5 hit points, and I wanted to make sure that her
Sorry.
missing didn't mean
you're
my
fine.
death.
You're fine. I've got it all set up. Got it all taken care
Okay,
of.
just double checking here.
yeah, that's when these guns, these are just really advanced computers, basically.
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to remember, you've got like mechanics and whichever your best skill is of mechanics, electronics,
Well, I also have a pre-purchased Wendell high-tech.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what you want to
At all
use? Sure, there's
skill checks.
computer elements to it, and then give me a roll with a 5-point penalty on mechanics. So your
still
target
getting
is an 8.
Man.
You need to roll
8's not bad.
8, and you need a 3. You got a 5-point penalty. So
Oh, but his
that's-
bonus thing, he said he could get auto 6.
That's on computers.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm rolling against what now? Against my what skill?
You were rolling against your mechanics skill.
Yowza. Okay. 2d8s, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
8.
So normally you would have got it. You had a 5-point penalty, so you didn't get it. But here's what happens. Because we also have chaos die on the field,
Oh.
which don't show up on this thing, but I just
they
checked
do.
and
No,
realized.
they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
They show up on that for you?
Yeah.
See, I can't find them on.
Sorry, they're here.
They don't show up on my little control.
They
panel.
haven't always been
Things
there,
go up and
but
down.
they're there.
What do they do, Chris?
Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong. I know why they aren't showing up.
Tell us, or
I've been logging
continue
into the wrong
story.
screen.
Because you're a silly man.
Chaos die. That's what I've been doing wrong. The store has several different pages. One is the version of the store that chat sees, and there's a version of the store that you can use to make things go up and down. And then there's the master version that lets you control what is written there. I tend to look at the latter because it reminds me what everything does. But this is what I need. Chaos die. Bam! Okay, so here's what happens. This will be fun. So downstairs is pretty straightforward. Sylvester, he makes a move to pick up Michael.
Yeah. Well, this is
Actually, let's
perfect.
back this up first.
No. So he can go first, and he can slam me onto the slugs and miss. That's fine.
No,
Because they
he
could
didn't
land.
get that far.
I didn't
So
even-
Sylvester
couldn't even
goes to
pick you
try and
up.
pick you up, and instead he slips on some of the blood from all the people you've been stabbing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he just goes sliding over off to the side,
Okay.
tumbles into the pile of bodies, and is now covered in gore.
Yeah.
Michael, however, is capable of doing what you just said. He,
Excellent. So all 4 meta points
you know
get
what? You
used.
don't even have to use the points.
Oh.
I'm not going to make you use the points
that's so
you won,
nice.
because you won the thing.
So, yeah.
So you run over there, and exactly as you said, you grab one slug, 3 slugs.
Yeah. Now I would like to. I don't know the effect of alien slugs on one's body.
I don't either. I'm going to figure it out before.
But I only have 5 hit points, and I made this knowing fully aware that Micah Stone might.
You're alive for now. We'll see how
Okay.
this goes.
Okay. But I chew them. I want to make sure that everyone knows that they're not just swallowed. They get crunched, and like goo comes out the front of my mouth.
Oh yeah, it's
like
disgusting.
this is a gross like.
It's a toss-up as to who is more disgusting right now. The one
All
who
right.
slid
And
into
then
the
there's a big
body.
like.
Since
Afterwards.
I'm all Jenica basically, and I am covered in
blood.
disgusting blood and grossness, and she just ate
Yeah.
alien. I'm
You could
throwing
vomit.
up.
You could vomit. It's okay.
I'm just throwing up.
Perfectly fine.
And then she eats up the vomit too. Oh!
Oh,
Now
not
upstairs.
that. Frat boys know the difference between vomit and other things.
Upstairs, here's what happens.
There's a fine line.
Here's what happens upstairs. The rules of chaos came into play, and Scott's assist others ability was unintentionally activated during his attempt to betray the party and all of reality, which gave John over here just enough points to beat the miss that he had on his rule of cool.
Okay.
Which enabled you to actually do exactly what you said. You managed to grab that blaster, make a couple of quick modifications, more by instinct than anything else. Amplify the resonance through the gold of this one guy. And you were smart enough that what you did actually was you grabbed the blaster off of the ninja in front of you, because she's the only one close enough. And then you fired at the one who's unconscious wearing gold. The beam hit, resonated straight upwards, incapacitated the flying saucer, which went whoa, 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 you know, what was it? Whoa, 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 whoa. And it dropped straight on top of 3 of the aliens, crushing the one in gold and the other 2 who'd been standing there. So there's still one standing in front of you guys right now. Okay? The one who is standing in front of you right now, the Ninja-esque kind of one, she looks over at you, Scott, and you know, she heard what you said, and she grins and says, and you understand the language perfectly, "We accept your sacrifice." And she slams both hands on the side of your head and squeezes.
What?
And things go very, very dark for Scott.
For Scott.
And then she lets go.
Okay.
And you were in.
Who are you?
I am Scott.
No, I know, but who are you?
That's what I'm trying to remember who he was.
Number 11, Christina Hart.
Thank you. And Christina stumbles back from that and backs up against the wall that was there. And that is the end of that round.
Okay.
Which then, the way this would go, put us back on Scott at the top of the order of operations right now. Scott, for you right now, you are experiencing this weird splintering effect. You're finding you are getting flashes of yourself back in the metapod, experiencing that reality there. And every time you're back in the reality of the metapods, you find yourself choking. Then when you kick back to the reality of the aliens and such, things just seem as if you were in this avatar that you have no control over again. Jenica, you were downstairs. The slugs have all been squished. Downstairs is safe right now.
Okay, I'm climbing up to see if there's help that I can offer, and if not, I'm going to find a shower.
Awesome. John, you were upstairs. There is still one alien really close to you now. The one that you stole the blaster from, and she has just assaulted the other pilot next to you. What do you do?
I have a blaster in my hand. I still have the blaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just point at her and fire if you want.
And how far away is she?
She's like closer than we are now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I pointed point blank range at her head.
I'm gonna retcon a little bit. She didn't let go. She's still holding on to your head. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna point blank.
Okay.
And fire.
Pull the trigger.
Yes.
Give me a firearms check.
Haha. Okay. 8.
And as she's doing this right now, you're also starting to see little tendrils start to come out of her palms and pushing themselves into Christina's head. You follow me? Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Oh! It's not bad.
Thanks, Rachel from Friends. Oh!
Oh God, I wish I got that reference.
9.
I don't watch Friends.
What's your roll? The aided?
I
know who Rachel is.
What did you
I'm rolling. I got a 9. I'm rolling against 14.
Oh yes, you made it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you pull the trigger point blank, like you said, at the head. As soon as you do that, the pulse of energy, it's not used to being used this close, which you didn't know because this is the second time in your life you've ever fired this thing. And the first time was after somehow modifying it. Kudos to you. You put it point blank against the shell, this helmet thing. You pull the trigger, and this glass-like, acrylic, whatever the hell this material is, shatters, and fluid goes spraying out of it everywhere.
Oh God.
Well, Scott, couldn't cut it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a and healing. Where we remind you of who you really are. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Oh,
Thank you, Chad.
thank you for the meta point. I'm just scared of a dirty dozen happening again.
As soon as that shell exploded, the alien lets go, and it starts choking badly. It's trying to keep one hand on the head of Christina. It's and eventually it collapses to the ground.
Okay.
With one hand still trying to hold on to this Scott Christina person body combo that's also now been kind of on the ground. Does that make sense at all? Can you envision
They're all
that?
crumpled together. The hand is still touching Christina's head.
Yeah.
But the alien thing is dead.
Yeah.
Can I still act?
We can drop out of initiative. Rosie, you're downstairs. Things are cool down there.
I holler outside. Y'all good? I'm taking a shower.
How's Michael's tummy doing?
He's felt better.
Yeah.
He's in a retch a little bit, but he'll be fine.
Oh, so he will survive the alien.
Yeah, he'll come out of this with 5 hit points still.
Okay.
They didn't give him any protein? Little boost?
I'm a little bit concerned about my situation here, and I'm very patiently waiting.
Yes.
Can I act again, or what?
Well, we're out of initiative. Yeah. So, Scott, what you're experiencing right now is your brain. This is fascinating to you because you feel like you're in some sort of limbo stasis space where part of the time you are back in the pods, and part of the time you're in this body, and part of the times you seem to be nowhere.
My brain can take it.
And you're all of these places all at once.
Yeah.
But I thought I had 2 shots per round.
We're out of initiative. You can just keep firing.
Yeah.
That's true. I see what you're saying. Fire again.
Who are you shooting at?
Huh?
Are you still killing the alien team?
I mean, you can just blow her head off now if you want. I mean, she died on the first shot.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't
Well,
think
my
it was a
second
good
shot is at
What?
You're gonna shoot Christina?
Yes.
What?
Give me a roll.
You brought this upon yourself, though.
None of the rest of you are there for this.
That's true.
I'm just showering.
I can't believe you're showering.
I am covered in disgusting, and
You actually
nobody
walk
else
over to the
needs
house
my
and
help.
you're showering during this?
Yes.
I love it. Okay, sure.
Or there's a hose or something.
Make
I'm
the shot.
hosing off.
Yeah, you can hose off.
I'd care if I weren't being shot at.
And can I up my stuff by using any points?
No, the meta points, would make it, would give you better dice to use.
Give me better dice what?
Yeah, unless
You're
who are you
already
right now?
pilot, you can't make it any
But
better.
you're Patricia. Yeah, she doesn't have any.
You're
You're
already
good.
as far on that
Yeah.
way as you can go.
The only way would be to
I
go
have-
all the way the other
I have
direction.
nothing I can give you that will make it better for you.
Oh, okay. So
So just shoot.
Do I have any chance of fighting back at this point, or
You're in some weird limbo
limbo rock.
middle place at the moment.
6 and a 5. That's what 11. 11 against
So you still made it.
14.
She can't make a defensive check, so yeah.
Why
her
are we
brain.
shooting her?
I'll tell you why.
All right.
Yeah, so Christina, she's sitting there kind of twitching out and twerking. Not twerking, twitching. She's just twerking back there. It's crazy. Yeah, I did it.
You did.
the TV enjoyed it?
You know, the the twitching, to put it simply, stops as soon as you did that. You if I understand what you think you're doing correctly, you just mercy killed. You fire off, you just vibrated the hell out of her brain, and it just kind of eventually goes and kind of implodes.
So does Scott have to re-roll now?
No.
No?
No.
Oh shit, Scott,
Now-
you fucked up.
Well,
I didn't shoot myself.
well,
So now what?
so the reason I did that was twofold. Number one, because I don't know if the alien was trying to transfer knowledge or essence out of the body into her, or trying to transfer her, the alien essence, into Christina. I don't know what happened exactly.
It was a solid move.
Number one. Number two, I can't trust Scott anymore because he tried to sell us out, so I want him off our mission. So I blasted the body he was in so that he is either transferring back to the pod or forced to jump into another body as a warning that I will take you out if you try to sabotage your mission again.
That is fair.
Yeah, I did have a plan in place to betray the aliens.
Well, that was not said at the time.
Yeah.
So
It was just-
You weren't there.
Scott, you find yourself just in this limbo state. I can't describe it right now. As soon as John imploded Christina's head, you left that reality. And now you find yourself bouncing back and forth between yourself in the metapod and just this void of nothingness. The self in the metapod no longer has its head, no longer feels like your head is being collapsed. But you aren't,
John.
But you aren't stable between either location right now.
Is there anything that I can do, or do I just have to give in to the situation at this
You're
point?
just in the situation right now.
When he's in the pod,
You guys come up from the basement with the rest of the group who was downstairs with Sylvester.
oh yeah, I already came up.
Yeah, you're hosing off.
I'm
that's
hosing
correct.
I saved everyone.
The group of you kind of take stock of the situation. 2 of the jurors are deceased, are gone.
Yes.
You can go ahead and on
Cross
your
out Christina, right?
You can cross out Christina, and you can make Chester number 11. Chester Brown. He's a newspaper route.
They're really
coordinator.
hoping that the cow gets into the rotation.
I know what they're hoping. I know their hopes and dreams.
So Chester is now number what?
Chester is number 11 now. And the 3 of you are rattled
And I'm
by the experience with Scott and now not knowing where he is.
I'm not.
And you-
This is great. We killed some aliens today.
You all eventually decide to head back to the house, because what else are you gonna do?
and pretty much everybody.
Victory beers.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead except us, right?
Yeah, there's actually
The weak ones died.
It's actually one member of the family still hanging on the back of the door.
Oh, right. Is she still possessed by an alien? Oh.
No, guys, but what we could do is
the alien that was in her left and went into Debbie. That's when all that went down.
But we don't know that, right? So like, what we could do is we could cover her in glue, and then like stick stuff to her.
Oh, you're all Avatar right now.
I'm all Avatar right now.
So I'm gonna interject.
Beers!
In the name of time, I'm gonna just steamroll for a moment. So you guys head back to the house. I love the idea though. You get back to the house and you're kind of taking stock of what has happened today. And you notice attached to the freezer with a magnet is a little flyer that you'd never noticed before when you've been walking through the house before.
We were under attack before.
Yeah, and the flyer says, now open, Joe's Diner, Monroe, Washington, 24 hours, best mozzarella sticks in town.
I am hungry. Let's go. Some mozzie sticks sound dope.
The mozzie sticks are indeed mozzie sticks. Apologies. Are indeed dope.
It's all right. The females can't always talk as well.
Thank you, child. Let us depart.
I'm a grown man. I will show you.
I'm sure you will in 2 minutes. Only. All right.
As you're about to leave the house, because I think you're gonna follow that trail where it leads.
Mozzie sticks.
Which avatar are you?
I'm Michael Stone,
Oh God. Yes,
and I am emotionally broken, and he has gone to his inner frat boy.
Michael Stone. Yes, I didn't even think about that.
He has gone to his comfort place right
Can I force
now.
you to use those meta points to go over to pilot?
You can't force me, no.
Oh, man.
Michael Stone probably forces people all the time.
Oh.
Hashtag fact.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
I'm so sorry. By the way,
As
that's
you
wrong. It's really wrong, and none of us endorse that.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
as you get
absolutely
ready
not.
to leave the house, the one of the radios was on, and you hear the test sound for the emergency broadcast system. You know, beep, and then "Hail to the Chief" is played briefly. You know, ba, 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 ba. Hail to the Chief, the Chief needs hailing. And you hear a voice over the radio. My fellow Americans, as you may be aware, our great nation, and much of the
Pause a
world,
moment. For all you millennials out there, that's Ronald Reagan.
is currently experiencing what can only be described as an alien invasion from outer space. Now, for me personally, the irony of the situation is great indeed. And for starters, the last time Nancy and I consulted the stars, nothing like this came up, which is admittedly disappointing. Now, it's highly likely that wherever you are listening to this, the aliens have overrun and largely disposed of any and all local defenses. Truthfully, everything we've thrown at them thus far has been an utter and complete failure.
Throw me a thumb.
Kind of like the Democrats in '84.
That was burn. That was sick burn.
Don't be afraid, though. My administration has things well in hand. Despite losing most of my military advisors in the first wave against DC, I am happy to inform you that Joan, Nancy's spiritual advisor, is still with us, and she has recommended a full launching of our great nation's nuclear arsenal. Unfortunately, I must admit that the codes have been misplaced, so we're going to have to sit on that launch until we find them. In the meantime, I would encourage each and every one of you to take a moment to look around and find the beauty amid the current chaos. For example, as Nancy and I look outside right now, there is the most beautiful, brilliant green light glowing on the front of that saucer. Why, it reminds me of my time, and with that, the radio goes dead.
He's dead. Also, has anyone noticed this cow following us?
There is a cow following you. It's Arnold.
Is it Arnold?
That's awesome!
It's your new girlfriend.
How far do these mozzie sticks?
You realize that the president.
You've got the fragging wagon, and the fragging wagon can get you there in about 15 minutes.
Let's go!
That bus is big enough for a
Look,
cow.
the president is dead. That's cool, man. We'll find a new
I
one.
don't know that.
The president could also be taken over by an alien.
Or maybe the radio just died.
All right, but like,
We have no idea what
guys, let's think about this. We are over here on the West Coast. The president is over there on the East Coast. So let's like focus on us right now, okay?
Mikey,
we need victory dinner.
Mikey.
Yeah.
I hate, I loathe, in fact, to say it, but we are in agreement. Please, let's get on the bus, and maybe you could take some Valium or something and sleep on the way.
I don't do drugs, man. Keep it clean.
Maybe you could have 5 beers and then sleep on the way.
So, all right, everybody, listen up. Everybody who's capable of operating a firearm, scrounge what you can, get some supplies. We're gonna head out, try to scrounge up some food. This is John. Now, obviously, I'm in the body of. No, wait. Who am I in the body of now? I'm still Patricia Borden's body.
Yes.
So they hear it come from a 23-year-old student.
Yes.
But
who's been accused of mass murder.
Yes. But hey, any port in the storm. So we're gonna go scrounge some food, but we need to have weapons. So if you have any more weapons from the barn, shotguns, pistols.
I'm still the long haul trucker. I could drive.
Yeah.
Look at mine.
You get to Fraggin.
Beers. Drink the beers.
Hey, team, welcome back. Good to have you here at the Fraggin' Wagon. Looking forward to this trip with you. The destination, as I understand it, is the brand new Joe's Diner. Looking forward to bringing you there so you can have some of those tasty mozzarella sticks. Please kick on back, relax, and enjoy these fine tunes intended to soothe the soul and the savage beast.
I turn up the radio as loud as I can because I don't want to hear him. And I just floor it because I don't want to be in a bus with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dancing, but like you have to remember that I've got like a broke leg, so it's the worst dancing, but it is happening.
Take a point of damage.
Great, I will take a point of damage. I gave you the option of killing him.
Show isn't over yet.
You have 9 minutes.
So you do drive over to Joe's Diner, and along the way you take a moment, Jenica, you take a moment to fill in John on the basics of Joe's Diner, that it seems to be some sort of cross-dimensional location that you have run into in other realities before.
We were there when we were space princesses.
While you don't understand exactly how it works, it does seem to be safe and removed from both in and not in the reality in which you are currently residing. There has been a guru of sorts, a well-informed wait staff member there who you've spoken to, and who the other pilots have spoken to in the past, who has been able to help them understand and make more sense of the situations they have found themselves in.
And everybody who goes there is a meta-pilot.
Oh. So I also fill her in that, yes, Scott was gonna sell us out.
Who's Scott? Oh, I'm not here.
So we're all trying to figure out how we're gonna handle the aliens that came. See, while you were down there in the basement, there's a saucer up here.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember that before you got shut down there? Yeah. So saucer, these guys came down. You had to figure out how to fight him.
Yeah.
So he was actually gonna sell us out. So I killed the alien that was trying to kill him in the body of poor gone Christina. And then I killed her because, number one, I don't know if we could trust her. Maybe she's like, like zombies. Maybe she comes back and she's an alien. I don't know.
Sure.
And also, Scott, hey, can't trust a guy. I mean, if he's going to sell us out now, who knows what? And even before you got into this whole mess, he was contemplating reality and why are we here? And maybe we shouldn't even be here. I want to learn science. Blah, 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 blah. And we can't trust the guy.
I'm sensing that you did not like him.
Well, I mean, we are here.
Kill his avatar just to see what would happen.
Yeah, I mean, he was playing all, fast and loose with his own avatar. He's all about the science, doesn't care about the people. I want to save lives. That's what I do. I SWAT things. I'm a SWATter. SWAT. So I had to gun him down, and I don't know where he is now, to be honest.
I do find the juxtaposition of you wanting to save lives and gunning him down interesting, but I support your plan. Are we there yet?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have we taken the other jurors with us on the bus?
I think so, yeah.
Excellent.
I said everybody who got get a weapon, get in the bus. And
I would like to show pity upon the great OD. and I would like to use 4 meta points.
Thank you, Mags.
Thank you, Mags.
Rosie, upon being in the body of Michael Stone and hearing what he just said and just did, kills Michael Stone herself. She ends his life.
Before you go down that road, I'm not going to make you see. I want to point out that just because we had some stuff happen with Sentinels, I want to keep you from going down that road. So I've got a plan for Michael. Let's let him live for today.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Plus, I want to get a couple things done in the next 5 minutes that we've got left story-wise.
You don't want to end up in limbo like.
But I do appreciate the sentiment.
That's what I mean. If you, that's what Rosie would do.
Rosie,
I'm just saying.
Just punch him in the junk.
No, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna say the things I want to do because I feel like I'm gonna get told that they are not appropriate and they're going to make people upset. So I'm going to be quiet.
So we get to Joe's Diner, but I agree, he is an awful, awful human being, especially as he has been collectively endowed by.
I feel bad for using those meta points now, but okay.
I don't.
I appreciate that you're not him
because
anymore.
honestly, as soon as you walked in, you were gonna go full pilot because you can't go in there the way you were.
That's what I figured. It was going to happen anyway, but I thought maybe I could
so
just
you get
end
to
Michael
Joe's Diner,
Stone's
and it's
reign
kind
of
of an odd
power.
situation. When you
And get
walk
the cow in.
in,
I tried, Chet. I tried to get the cow in for you.
When you,
That's what I just
walk
did.
in, you actually, all of the group is able to get to the front door and start to enter. And yet, it becomes apparent to you immediately that the experience of the, I'm just going to call them the Avatar group, is different than the experience of the 3 of you. You guys, when you walk in, the 2 of you have been to a Joe's Diner before. You recognize the same motif, the red stools, the counters. It looks like kind of your stereotypical old school diner and such. You see a couple people who seem kind of fantastical off to the side. You're aware they're more meta pilots and such. The people who've walked in with you don't seem to take any notice of that. They look directly at the orc-like guy sitting at the corner table and don't bat an eye. And you're smart enough by now that you guess they probably are seeing things differently than you do. They take up a space. There's not enough room for everyone to sit at one table, so you find your own little spot to sit down at. There's a sign when you walked in that says, where was it? Please seat yourself. That's simple. You go over to your table, you sit down, and there are some menus there, and a little sign that just says "Order with Cook."
Okay. I want a milkshake.
When you go over to the cook,
Yeah.
there's a cook in the back who's doing all the stuff.
Can I have a milkshake, please? Strawberry.
You have to go over and
I did.
order. Oh, you go over?
Bing.
Yeah, sure, no problem. He looks up for a second. Jenica! Ah, good to have you back.
Thank you.
Rosie! Huh. Hollywood told me all about you guys. Good to have you around. What would you like? He goes back to what he's doing.
To be out of this body.
A milkshake.
That's understandable. He goes over, gives you the shake,
Thank you.
does the thing.
So this is our friend.
Who's the rookie?
I don't know. Scott. John
Stone.
Stone.
John Stone.
Nice name. That's solid. You should keep that one.
Yeah. Hey, look. You seen this guy, Scott, was with us, no longer with us. We don't know where he is exactly. This seems to be some kind of in-between space, I gather. You know where he is? What happened to him?
Look, it doesn't really matter. I mean, as far as we know, he's probably just on the other side of the metapod or something.
We killed him or his avatar, he got killed. Do bad things happen if our avatars die while we're in them?
It just depends.
What does that depend on?
We don't
It's
know.
kind of
The only person we know whose dad is Nick, and then his right.
Nick's a special case.
But Nick's right. So I mean, who knows?
We're sort of all special cases.
Oh wait, but Joe, you would know. Are you Joe? Are you Joe?
No, I'm Cook.
Cook. Okay, so Cook, what does that depend on? Knowing would be important since, we're always in avatars.
Well, depends on how things have been going for you. Depends on how you die. Depends on why you die.
Cook, look.
Depends on when you die.
Look, Cook, I understand the whole coy, keeper of knowledge, oracle type guy that you're doing, but come on.
Patent pending.
Help us out, would you? All right? We got a mission. Apparently, the world that we're supposed to be operating in is being attacked.
It's this world.
By aliens. Oh, fine. This world's being attacked. We're down.
I love those ones.
We're down a member of our team. We don't know what to go, where to go, what to do. Can you give us some useful information, please?
Wait, let me get this straight. Okay, so alien attack. You guys haven't noticed the bleed yet, have you? Or have you?
Bleeding?
Like when I can do stuff from my the avatars I've been in?
Yeah, you know that's not normal, right?
I thought that's why we were doing this, for the founders, so that that would happen.
Oh, it's what they wanted to have happen, sure, but you know that's not normal, right? I mean, just think about it. Does that make any sense at all?
No, we don't know any other.
This is my first mission. I just assumed.
Let me point this. Let me tell you what happens. We live in a house that we're not allowed to leave, and then a random person that we can't see and who alters their voice says, "Go get in the metapods," and so we get in the metapods.
Sounds pretty standard.
Yeah, and that's what we know. So when you say like, "Oh, you don't know about the bleed," like, don't play with me. Of course we don't know about the bleed. No one's telling us anything.
What would you like to know?
Are the worlds we leap into real? Are these people really alive, or are they all just fake?
Oh, hell yeah.
They're alive?
Oh, yeah.
So when we kill them, we're killing people.
Yeah.
Real people.
I mean, assuming you leapt into people, and theoretically you could leap into something else at some point, like a cow, I don't know.
So the pilot that's in the body, if the body is killed, what happens to the pilot?
Well, it depends. Usually, ideally, you just go back to wherever you came from.
The pod.
Sure.
So maybe he's at the pod.
Not everyone always uses a pod, but sure. Yeah, pod's a good place then.
Now you qualified. You said usually, ideally, what happens if they don't go to the pod?
Well, sometimes there are mistakes. Sometimes there are accidents. Sometimes people get lost.
That sounds pleasant. How many metapilots are there?
I wouldn't know.
Guesstimate. 100,000? 100,000?
Well, we've got a pretty regular clientele. I'd have to touch base with Hollywood, to be honest. I really, most of the metapilots, I just know them by their order.
So,
how many orders do you know?
Well, I know 657 different orders.
That's good enough for me. Thank you.
Hollywood? Is that a person or a place?
It's a person.
It's a person.
Here's a question. You said that this bleed hasn't happened, so we're special metapilots because we're the ones who have the bleeds. We're like the ones they've been looking for this whole time.
Say it again. Sorry.
We're the special, like you said, the bleed.
We're up.
Right.
Yep.
So has that happened before? Or are we kind of the first metapilots that's happened before for?
You guys seem to be special.
We do seem to be special. I knew we had leverage. We need
That's
to
what
use
Hollywood
it.
keeps telling me anyway. You guys seem to be special.
Well, he's pretty special.
He's taking a shine into you guys.
Do we get to talk to Hollywood?
Well, we did.
Where's that aquamarine one? I wanted to meet her at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Put it back in your pants, cowboy. We're having a conversation.
No, I just wanted to talk to her about philosophy.
Mm-hmm. I don't trust you. That's all. It's fine.
I have psychiatry. I could talk to you about psychiatry. Not quite as philosophical, but it's more practical.
All right, look.
You've been noticing, though, that it isn't just you, though, right? The realities themselves have been bleeding.
Between each other? How?
They've all been pretty separate.
Well, like, okay, I know apparently she's a sore spot for you, so I'm sorry to bring her up again, but like your friend Aquamarine.
Right.
That whole rivalry she's got.
With Sapphire,
Yeah.
right?
Ever occurred to you that it makes no sense that rivalry crosses dimensions?
Oh.
It doesn't really make any sense to me. Hollywood told me about it. I thought that was kind of weird.
That's a good point.
Are we breaking reality?
Like you, Jenica,
Well-
you did that bombshell thing, right? I have heard stories.
I like bombshell.
You got any of those nano wasps with you right now?
I don't think so.
I'm hoping not.
She don't.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been through a Grey Goose scenario before. It's, always rough the first time, but you get used to it once you know how to negotiate.
Bombshell is a
you're
very
okay.
nice robot person. She would never Grey Goose you.
She's lovely. I like her very much from what I've been told about her, but, it's...
She's scary.
Hey, Cook, What are you trying to tell us, man? I mean, are things breaking? Are we breaking things, or are things broken? That's why we're here.
Yeah, expect to jump across realities, bring pieces of it with you, and not have an impact on the reality themselves.
Bring pieces. Is that their fault that they brought pieces, or?
No, it's not our fault. It's not our fault we got shoved in a pod and made to do this. It's not my fault for breaking reality. They didn't tell me what I could and couldn't do.
I never blamed you.
I'm telling him.
Order up.
So wait, are we supposed to be fixing the scenario with the aliens, or fixing reality, or what is our mission? As far as you know, what is our exact mission? We just ended up in these bodies in the jury room. We thought we were supposed to be solving a jury case, then aliens attack. Is that part of the bleed too?
Sounds to me you're there to stop an alien invasion.
Well, we'll stop an alien invasion then.
Most realities you go to, my understanding at least from talking to the pilots, I don't get to talk to a lot of them, to be honest. Most of the time Hollywood handles it and I sit back here, but most of the pilots, from what I can understand, don't seem to do a hell of a lot. They go and they explore and they look at things and they report back and whatever that means. But all the things I've heard about you guys, you seem to go and do things. You stop alien invasions. You, I don't know, you fight in the second Civil War in some sort of bastardized version of another country or another world, whatever.
Okay, so we're special. What about next steps? I mean, can you give us some advice on how these aliens? You know anything about the aliens?
Describe them. There's a lot to choose from.
Slug, dolphin, eyes.
Eyes. In a tank.
The ones with the high pitched teeth. Oh, yeah, they're troublesome.
Yeah.
Well, they can take people over, but you mentioned slugs, so you probably know that.
Yeah.
They like water. They need water. You know, they live in water. So they're gonna primarily be interested in places with water. I'm guessing wherever you were had water?
Earth, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's got water. Oh, if you're on an Earth, watch out for your ice caps. They're gonna be interested in those.
Ice caps.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want more water. That's big.
All right.
Right.
Well, we're clearly not going to get all the answers right away.
Planet, take it over, that sort of thing.
All right.
Why don't we all just sit down, have a goddamn meal, and work this out for a while?
Order up.
We're in a safe location. Let's take advantage.
Do you know anything about Scott? The guy who was assigned to our mission, and now he's
Your guess is as good as mine. I guess we'll have to find out some other time. On another exciting episode of Masters of the Metaverse. Woo! Sorry guys, we got it there. I know we went a little bit long, but hey, sometimes we go a little bit short, and everything's not perfect, and that's life. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Don't worry, Ben's not being punished.
We still like Ben.
But thank you so much to everyone, to Sean and to Maggie and to Sarah and to Ben, to Mark over on the stuff. It has been a kick to get to play with you guys tonight. Check out all the shows happening this week. Excited to see you at DFA on Friday. Sarah's doing 3 shows this week. I'm doing 3 shows this week. Maggie's doing 3 shows this week. It's our own triple play. Ooh, that's
it is.
So many jokes being made in chat right now, I bet.
Patrick. Hopefully I have the gas to do it.
But yeah, we will see you guys later on this week as well as next week here on Masters of the Metaverse.
Woo!
Take care. Have a wonderful night.
Bye, guys. Bye.